Hey yo, I'm thinking it's time to take it back to the block, unearthing the past like we flipped over a rock. It's crucial for you to know just who we are. And ain't got time to take you all for a drink at the bar. Can't remember just where I left off last, but every memory is a blast from the past. I start by introducing you all. During the summertime, the alley is where we would ball. Two friends had a rim and we would play on boats, contingent on who we were fucking with most. We'll start with Alex. His rim was on the garage till someone jacked it and it broke our hearts. Eric lived next door, we would go there next, but his rim wasn't fly, he ain't have no nets. We went through stages with this kid. He started acting like a bitch, at which point we slid. Sometimes we would run into Money Man. He would challenge us to shots with some money in hand. Later down the line, some new neighbors moved in. The backyard is where they would keep their rim. Shout out to Kelly, Lowry, and all of them. B-ball was our favorite activity. We had a rim too, but there was exclusivity. I won't go any further, but trust I'll return. More people, more stories about which to learn. Episode 18 is coming up next. Tune in every week for some more context. Sam, good to go?
Good to go.
Good to go? Alright.
G2G.
Well, for sure though. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Kiona and Kasson podcast. This is episode 18. Today we have a special visitor in the house. I wouldn't call her a guest. She might pop up from time to time. It's our little sister, Sarah.
Hi.
Yes, say hello to the people. So, actually, before we go anywhere else, first of all, happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was yesterday. It was yesterday, but still, it's big. So
31. 31, man.
31.
Yeah. So I've known you guys since I want to say 7.
Yeah. You done got old. This has been a long time.
You done got old.
I got old real quick.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny? Up until this point, all y'all been doing is call me old.
It's true.
I can still do it.
Look here, motherfucker. Eventually you're gonna get old.
Obviously, Adam can always just call us old.
I can still do it.
As
That's
well
great.
as and then Sarah now.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
the
true.
thing is-
But old is still old, and at 30. There's a different type of old that occurs, and you're feeling it now. Listen, on my 33rd birthday, I woke up with a stiff fucking neck. It happens.
All I'm saying is, as long as I'm in my 20s and you guys in your 30s, I'm completely within my rights to just talk shit.
Yeah, but that's only for a few more years, asshole.
That's all right.
It's
really only another year and 2 months.
Oh man.
Okay,
He just depressed himself.
I went a little bit.
14 months.
I got a little bit ahead of myself too. Real fast. I'm your host, Adam. I'm here with my co-host and brother Osama and other co-host and brother Dave. Welcome for those of you who are new to the show. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy. If you have been here before, actually you can stop walking around. If you have been here before, welcome back. Appreciate your continued viewership.
Thank you for the loyalty.
So Dave, what have you done to celebrate your birthday so far, man?
So I went out last night, just my wife and I.
It's cute.
Half acre.
Yeah, because we always go there. It's like
I appreciate
So
you
half
guys.
acre is 10 minutes away from us. Walking, it's 10 minutes away.
I appreciate that you guys have dates at breweries.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know?
A brewery date is cool.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I don't know. I think I've been
Also-
on the what's Old Irving.
Yeah.
I've done one or two of there.
Montrose and concert. Yeah.
It's pretty cool over there. but
Definitely.
I haven't gone to the one like as many as you have. Like you're pretty.
I think I'm well versed.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I've still been trying to go to the Lagunitas.
Oh yeah. You should definitely do that. They have a free tour and you just get tore up.
Yo, I'm still mad at Lagunitas.
I probably should have said that live, but yeah.
I'm still mad at Lagunitas.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, we applied, me and Dave.
We did.
And the guy was talking us up. They're like, "Yo, you probably gonna get this job, to be real." And then they were like,
I feel like, I like they said that to me, and like you said, they said that to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we thought we had that.
we were pretty much in the door.
That was when they first came to Chicago. So Lagunitas started in California,
Yeah.
Petaluma, California.
Petaluma?
Petaluma. Sorry, excuse me.
No,
That's the only other place it's located, right?
So they have.
Or up until like I don't know. I know that they went from there to Chicago.
They
and they
have.
expanded.
I want to say that they have a production company in North Carolina, so they can distribute to the East Coast.
Okay.
But yeah, as far as brew pub / production, it's just California and Chicago,
Okay.
and they kind of just take care of all of the U.S. but now they brought in somebody on the East Coast that can handle that operation too.
I love the hops in their beer.
Definitely.
But I still be like, fuck Lagunitas right now.
Yeah.
Opposite shout out to y'all.
But kind of opposite shout out, yeah.
Opposite shout out to Glenn.
I gotta go
Yeah,
beef with
opposite
y'all.
shout out.
I didn't apply.
Opposite shout out to Glenn.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sir, with the opposite shout out.
I'm not gonna opposite shout out
Yeah,
Lagunitas because, to be honest,
excuse
I
me.
didn't apply there and they didn't reject me. So
Listen, I enjoy their beer, but opposite shout out to them for bringing on me like, I was gonna get the job, and then just be like, nah, you ain't getting the job.
I'm gonna say I'm just kind of hurt that I didn't get the job.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I
But-
drink Stella.
y'all sad?
Hey,
Oh, stop.
get you the Stella.
Don't even. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because no.
Y'all just a little bit sad.
I am a hophead, so I will always go back to Lagunitas. I don't care. But
Listen, this is the beer of choice for
It is.
Kiona and Kasson podcast.
it is. It is.
Enjoy it, fresh,
Stella-
refreshing.
Stella is a great beer. It
Hey,
is.
I fuck with Stella. It's a really consistent beer.
Definitely.
But I do like Lagunitas. Apparently more than they like Lagunitas. So
Salty.
I'm
Heineken or Stella. That's about it. So.
all right.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so you guys went to dinner there.
Yeah. They had pizza night, so that was pretty cool. And then they had.
They got good pizza.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So they do Roman style or Roma style.
Okay.
It's like Italian style. Square cuts, but it's like a flatbread pizza.
Okay.
But they had a buttersquash sauce one. It was buttersquash, arugula, basil, prosciutto, and then Parmesan cheese.
Holy shit. Now that sounds good.
So it's
That goes. What were you talking about like 10 episodes ago? Cheese is supposed to make you like live forever or something like that. Was that speaking of?
Yo.
it's a theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that
It's not a theory.
cheese helps prevent any cause of death.
Pretty
That's
sure.
what it was.
That cannot be a true theory.
Right.
Yo, you know, like when you drink milk and it coats your stomach, right? So like bullets just bouncing off you. That scenario is taken care of.
Definitely do not try to get shot.
I mean, I don't.
I just ate a brick of cheese, bitch.
Hit me! Like, no, because you will die immediately.
I don't know what happened. I ate so much cheese.
Remember Harold come over, they're watching that like anti-weed commercial. He's like, I'm so
Yes.
high.
No.
Right.
No.
That one of those super dramatic, but like
Yo,
really cheesy.
Yeah, that's just.
So, they have Italian style pizza. It's square cut. It's $3 to $5 per slice, and I want to say I don't know if I can give a proper estimation here, but like that, and like I don't know. Like that.
What shape are you creating right
Like
now?
a crazy rectangle. They're just huge. Like, they're just
Is it like is it like grammar school, like that kind of shit?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no. It's just like you know how Chicago has square cut pizza. You know, like from like random pizza places in Chicago, it's square cut, not pie cut. So it's like a square cut, but just on crack, like it's just crazy
Okay.
big, you know.
Crust.
Yeah, crust. Yeah, and they have the best crust, I think. So one of the guys from Half Acre went to Italy and learned how to make pizza, and then came back and developed their own style.
Smart man.
So, yeah.
That's
Do
how
you
you
compare
do
it to
things.
like a Mariano slice? You ever
So
had
yeah,
that?
okay, excuse me. Yeah, that's almost like the perfect like
Oh.
ratio, I guess, for like
In the slice size.
like
yeah. I want to say it's like a little bit bigger. It's a little bit thinner too, like a tad bit thinner.
Mariano's is kind of
like
heavy
a,
bread.
big, yeah, right.
Yeah.
This is
Cool,
just
I enjoy
you
it.
crunch into it, just soft in the middle. Crazy ingredients all the time. They always switch up the menu too. So
I
Okay.
talk all day about pizza, man.
I'm
Hell
so
yeah.
hungry.
How was the date? They good.
it was great. It was
Good.
great.
That's
yeah.
good.
It was just me and Candace, and we just hung out.
Awesome.
They actually gave us a few beers in the house too. So
That's dope.
Yeah.
they were. So today is Friday, obviously. They were canning a beer today to release today, but we went last night, obviously, for my birthday, and they gave us a taste of what they were canning today.
Oh, that's pretty
That
cool.
was pretty cool. That was on the house. We didn't pay for that at all. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely
Yeah.
nice.
So yeah, I don't know. It was just really cool. The bartenders were really cool. You know, we talked a bunch. Closed the place out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you know, my dad
Sounds
called-
like a good little celebration.
Yeah, it was really it was super cool. I got home from work around like 6, something like that, 6 or 7, whatever. But yeah, just kind of got ready, hung out, had a few beers at home, chilled, watched some TV shows, and just kind of went out after that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It's always good. I think the older you get, the more tame your birthdays become in terms of like, it used to be like, okay, I'm gonna invite all these people, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And that's cool, but like, I think as you get older, you're just like, I want to do this, have this many people, or just, your significant other or whatever. And then you just kind of keep it low key. I like to keep it pretty low key.
That's what it was.
I think at a certain point you just don't like to celebrate as much anymore. And to me now, the only important thing on my birthday is that I have the day off work. Like I'll be damned if I work on my birthday. This is my day. I'm fucking chilling.
Oh, I don't mind that at all. I actually did work on my birthday, but yeah, I put in 9 hours actually. So
Yeah, I don't care what day my birthday falls on. I'm not fucking working. Like,
yeah.
like this
No,
year, for instance, I took off the 2 days after my birthday. It lands on a Sunday.
My thing is like mentally, like I'm like this isn't a milestone or like anything big. So it's just 31. So
Yeah.
And like I've just been working a lot recently, the past like 2-3 months. So yeah, I just wanted to just take it easy and just do something light.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
I'm gonna do something with everybody here, and some friends, soon. But
Okay.
maybe not, for the birthday because it's obviously after the birthday. But just
No,
to
that's
hang
fine.
out,
Yeah.
and kind of say what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It should be a nice little thing.
Yeah.
That Stack snores while he's awake.
Man, my man is just past that.
He's just wheezing,
Be good?
He got squeakiness in his nose. In his nose.
But yeah.
He's fine.
So I guess I'm just going to my week after that. Week was
Okay.
good. It's working.
Yeah.
We yeah, no, nothing really happened. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of just took it easy.
that's good.
I mean, Halloween was fun. We went to a friend's house.
Did you dress up?
Yeah, I was Teen Wolf.
Okay.
Candace.
Good see you.
Candace was a unicorn. She was like a whole pajama setup, so it was pretty easy for her. 'Cause it
Like,
was,
here's my-
it was like a
She just went straight to bed afterwards?
Like a hood and all that. So yeah,
She went late, like right when you guys got home. That was like
Truly.
set up to just go to bed.
truly.
That's ill.
Yo,
That's why a onesie is
I
kind
mean,
of
she had painted her
advantageous.
face and stuff too, Bobby. But
I mean, but I mean, you don't have to like change. Like I'm going to bed.
there was a Toon
To put
Squad.
on different pajamas.
There was a Toon Squad onesie. There was a Toon Squad onesie at Target, and I was this close to fucking buying it.
yeah,
I was like, yo, I don't want to wear a onesie though. That's a problem. You know?
yeah.
I am
I'm
not
not-
a one.
no.
Onesies don't seem practical when you have to do things such as number 1 and number 2.
Those are two important things. You know?
They're extremely important when you're
But
putting
like, they
gloves
also
on.
have like the buttons where you can undo your.
Now that's just.
And I'm just like, I just don't want to.
I got this
No.
butt flap.
That's almost like the main reason why I haven't gone for that.
That's
Yeah, I mean-
stacks.
Just because that's just really inconvenient, and I just feel gross after.
It's a weird thing. Like I don't know. It I'm not fond of that whole idea. Stacks.
Stack was contributing his voice to the conversation.
I don't think Stacks likes that.
Stacks doesn't like Halloween. I feel like, because you started barking as soon as you started talking about that. Excuse
It's
the,
like a bark that doesn't even. It's not even necessary.
excuse the
Anyway.
puppy inter.
So, we were at our friends, Michelle, Alex, and Julie, like they all, at their house and watching horror movie marathon, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just fun. There was like 10 of us, they all went to high school together. But I just became friends with them over the years, so. They're
Okay.
good people, solid people. Drank some beers.
Low key
They
evening.
made like crazy. Julie, specifically, our friend, she made pork in excuse me, but it was like a slow cooker, and we just made tacos from that.
Yo, I need.
That was
I
like,
want
that's
to
like
learn.
the best thing for like community parties, like or like community food for parties rather. Like just
I want to learn to use a slow cooker, or more specifically, what is it called?
I'll teach you.
It's really easy to use a slow cooker.
I
To be honest.
No, what's the other
Oh,
one
sure.
where it's cooked in like hot water?
Sous vide.
Sous vide? A sous
Yeah.
vide?
Or, well, it's
Sous vide?
SOUSVIDE.
Okay.
So I always pronounce it sous vide, but I don't think that's the right way to say
I don't think that is either, but I'm going to go with it because I don't know either.
I mean,
it. Epitome.
exactly. You just pronounce it how it's spelled.
Epitome. It's the epitome for sure.
Just pronounce it how it's spelled.
But no, I want to get one of those. My coworkers have been telling me about it, and actually one specifically Snapchatted me while he was like, I was like, just send me a couple snaps, show me what it looks like, and he sent me like a good amount of showing like what it looks like as he put the meat in. It cooks it to that temperature. You can't burn it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then he said you take it out, and he seared it. The chicken was tender. I tried a piece of it. It was pretty good.
You sear it in butter. It's perfect.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get one of those.
Also, a newer thing is a butter bath.
That sounds like death.
No,
like literally death.
It isn't. It isn't.
No,
It's-
like
it's-
eventual death.
It's
I don't mean like right away.
It's not as crazy as it sounds. But yeah,
But a butter bath though.
butter bath.
I gotta say, we're not talking about a whole lot, but you know what? I'm okay with that because there's only really one topic that I want to discuss today, so it's fine. But,
You know we're not gonna only talk about one topic. The
Oh,
topics
absolutely
we
not.
talk about
Listen,
is just gonna change.
if there's one thing that I realized with this podcast, we can't like briefly skim over a topic.
It's very true.
Everything's a deep dive.
Everything's
So,
just
So
somewhat.
let's just skip over the ways to cook a steak. Or
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
listen,
So
steak
my
is
week,
delicious, I
my
think
week,
we all
my
agree.
week was cool. I just put it that way. I fuck Halloween. My doorbell doesn't.
yeah. When they come to church.
My doorbell doesn't work.
Beautiful.
And that's great.
That's so good.
That is good.
But it's awesome because like there was two things happened. I went to walk the dog and I walk out and there's trick or treaters on the porch. I just looked at them and I was
That's
like,
amazing.
close
The guy
the
that
door.
doesn't give out candy and like he has trick or treaters in front of him.
Yo, be
I'm
careful.
like,
man. I seen that in Big Daddy one time.
You egged my
True.
fucking house.
That's true.
He was like, "Yo, give up the watch." You know,
Yeah,
he
please.
pulled a jack move on a dude.
All right, Adam Sandler.
There's gonna be some.
Your ass knocked out.
I'm just saying.
Fuck Adam Sandler. I'll fuck Adam Sandler's ass up. He walks in.
Bold father that just like barges in. No, I want candy. Like, I don't
Really?
want fucking candy.
Bitch, you give me your wallet, motherfucker. You came in my house.
Give me your wallet.
Speaking of some
He's like,
fucking.
CDs, good. All right, what else you got?
Speaking of trick or treat,
You want a
bitch.
box of cereal.
Man, fuck you, Adam Sandler.
Yo,
For real.
I can.
You might get a mint.
Nah, that kid ain't getting shit. I don't give candy out.
I
I keep my candy.
I have
I'm sorry, I usually buy it a week before Halloween and it's
in
gone.
my pocket right now.
Like, yo, put your dad in the candy bag right now.
The issue with Halloween is adults can buy the candy, right? Like we buy candy now. We're like, I'll give this out. But you buy it like a week before,
Dude, we ate
and then you
shit.
eat all the
We
candy,
ate
and then you
all
realize
that
you don't got
shit.
candy for trick or treaters.
We ate
Because you know what? I mean,
And listen, to be honest, fuck trick or treaters. I don't give a fuck about trick or treaters.
Damn, that's
we're really
horrible.
accustomed to the old place.
That was us.
I used to buy candy all the
See,
time.
and like we used to hate people like us.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you're not gonna just keep
Goes
fucking
full
ringing
circle.
my doorbell
It
all
does.
night.
Life is a fucking cycle.
It does.
You know, of hate.
I didn't
Whether you
sign
get
I
it or
up.
had-
hate.
I had candy on deck, and I was eating it all night.
Yeah.
But I had candy on deck.
Did you give candy out at all?
No one at ring doorbell.
Lucky fucker.
Where-
I know
they were
they
used
were
to
up
this.
on my fucking porch. I
I
kept
was
hearing
all
them.
like, I like went outside to like check and see the doorbell working.
Yeah. You were thirsty for some fucking.
Try ass,
kids, goddammit.
try ass block. Like ain't nobody out here. Like so no one wants chocolate nerds. Like no. Okay, cool.
Dave walks out and it's just like
I'm like eating candy.
one.
Like,
What's that? One
Actually, I
is
feel
the
like that might-
loneliest number.
I feel like that would be more suspicious if I was like outside eating candy.
So
That's weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck. You wanted trick or treaters to come to your house.
He's outside with a boombox playing the fucking ice cream truck theme song. Like,
Okay, I just want to.
I have candy here.
I just want to note it's only for the reason, you know. that
No,
I
no, no.
love
We get it. We get it. But it's fucking hilarious that
But I was like, where?
like
is
I
it?
imagine you like I
Where's
imagine
everybody
you
at?
ringing
Really?
your doorbell. Candace, do you hear that? Is it on?
Listen.
Can you hear it in the house?
Can you hear me?
No, listen. I'll tell you what's fucked up.
What about now? Do you hear my feet?
I see. You just knock.
I would go and buy candy because I'm like, yo, like.
We're knocking the window. You hear the window knock or no? No. Like, do you hear me again?
Maybe I should put a bowl that says "Throw these pebbles." We'll hear you.
No.
Like, I just want you guys to come take my
kids around
candy.
there. There's some grown ass kids around there. No way.
Kids throwing like fuck this pebble. Wow, throw a big ass boulder.
Open your window like, yo.
Like,
I got
I
candy in there.
have a hole in my window. Like a big old hole.
They don't even have to open the
hole.
window. They just open their whole head
Here's
in
the
window.
fix. You put a bowl out, you say take one. Nobody's
There's a
only going to
whole
take
ass
one. They
no.
take it all, you're done with candy, that's the end of the night.
And you just
Turn the
leave
porch
that-
off, and the good thing about my porch, there's no light.
Listen, you're sucker. You put an empty bowl out there to begin with and say, sorry, we're out of candy.
Yo, you're a genius. You just bypassed the store.
Hey, hold on.
Hey.
Yo,
Fucking
right
right.
quick though, to like just shine some light on that. Somebody did that to my nephews last night. I went to church I went with them last night, with my brother and sister-in-law, so somebody left a note saying, "We're out of candy, don't ring doorbell." And I was like, I never saw that before.
Yo.
And like
That's the smartest thing you can do.
Dalton was like, man, whatever. And like kept on walking like he was salty. Like, you know?
That's a good fuck.
So don't do
You can't be mad if
Don't
you're out
do
of
that.
candy.
Don't do
What if
that.
you're out of
Like, you
candy?
shouldn't do that.
I'm going to do, listen.
Just
I'm
turn
gonna
the light
find-
off.
I don't care about
Turn the light
disappointing
off.
children.
Turn the light off.
No, because they're still in their doorbell.
Turn the light
In
off.
my lifetime, I feel like I'm going to just find all the ways to say no to giving them candy on Halloween.
Like this.
When I was a kid, I used to go up and down the block after everything was over and look for candy bowls that still had candy in them. Like,
Oh, definitely.
I was like, yo, let me dump
I
this
don't
shit
remember
into
too
my
many
bag.
candy bowls.
But come on. You
There
know?
Nobody's out there
there
anymore.
weren't too many candy bowls though when we were younger.
There wasn't, but there were some places, especially by Palmer. Dude, yo, there was people who get full size candy bars. I'm fucking switching costumes, going back to the door.
You had two costumes?
It's true.
No, just traded costumes.
Oh, like give me your
Briefly.
mask real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Go grab
Yeah,
this
you just
Snickers real
mask
quick.
off. Yeah.
All
Or
right,
like a cape or something. Like
Okay.
a mask.
little
Yeah.
crafty bastards.
Yo, I was trying to get all the candy.
Okay.
I mean, they don't know. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give a shit out.
Yeah, I don't even. Man. Well, I'll be
husband's
different.
eating like 9 of these a night.
I'm different. I'll be looking at these
I
kids
get,
like,
I
yo,
get a
you
12
look
bag.
familiar,
That's
man.
it. It's all
That's
you get.
me now.
Or you break them up into pieces, like you get the little Hershey's with it breaks in the bars, and you individually throw them in.
Like, how many are here? There's 12 here. Y'all can
That's
split this
fucked
candy.
up. That's so bad.
You literally, you
are hurting,
you open
man.
the pack when they come. You don't open. You don't like literally have them in your hand.
That
You
sounds
be
like,
like,
what
you
do
just
I have here?
you just
A
flick 'em
Jolly
off.
Rancher, a paper clip.
Here's 13 pennies.
Here's 2 pieces
I
of
hate those
Hershey's,
people.
kid.
there's a button. You got a fucking missing button that'll help you, kid.
I absolutely hated those
You
people.
might not want to eat that.
I would get like a nickel and 2 pennies, and they'd be like, here, and like take this fucking 7 cents when you come to the door.
Yeah, right.
Fuck those people.
Right.
Yeah, why don't you just?
Right.
You should just give them what it costs for the candy. Here's a nickel, dick.
Bro, how much change do you have in your house? That this is what your plan is for Halloween. What
I
do
don't
you
got
get
enough change for fucking trick or treaters.
No, I'm throwing a penny at them.
That's my change. Eventually, I'm gonna cash that shit in and buy like
Someone.
I don't know.
Gas.
So
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
So there was a lady that lived in a house next to Mimi and Nina that used to give out baggies of pennies. It was like 10 cents.
What the fuck?
And she would just give it to everybody.
She's like, I save all my change
Unless
so
you
I remember
remember
this.
But yeah.
10 cents? You've
Yeah.
spent the time to fucking
I
bag
was
10
like- I
pennies
was
in
like,
a bag.
I am only looking for candy. And this isn't even real currency for me right now. Yeah. 'Cause I can't use
What
it.
can I do with 10 cents?
This is 1996, and I can't do anything with this right now.
Hey,
So
you remember?
you need to give me something here.
Like,
you know?
don't spend it all in one place.
But yeah.
Bitch, I can't spend it no place. There's not one place I could just buy 10 cents worth of anything.
So I'm not sure if you like.
A
if
straw
you,
probably
remember
costs
this,
more.
but it was like Memi and Nina's house. There was like this.
No, I don't
2
remember
flat
that at all.
And like a lot of land, and it was a 2 flat.
Yeah.
And like the person on the top floor would just throw out fucking bags of. Almost,
Like, it's like a,
That
almost like
like
a witch.
That reminds me of
Almost
like
like
a Homer Simpson and
almost
Mr.
like-
Burns thing. And he's like,
He was kinda
throwing
like-
the clothes down.
They kind of like do this thing, like loft them out, you know,
Yeah.
like lightly.
That's
But
real. That's fucking.
You
fucking
fool,
weird.
that's Carl.
10 cents.
You know what I'm saying?
You're throwing. That's bullshit. Yo, man.
Yeah. I used to go back and forth to Tommy's grandma's house.
Mm.
She would get those fucking 25-cent bags of chips.
She
And
didn't
I-
care.
At the end of the night, she'd be like,
She
here you
didn't
go.
care.
Just take every fucking bag I have here.
Especially if she knew us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's like, just come back every once. Just make a round.
She's like, can you just take as many of these as you want? Because I don't want to have to keep coming to the door.
I'm candy kid. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the new move. That's the new move.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's messed up.
So, generally speaking, you guys had good Halloween.
Yeah, it was a decent week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta get
kids
some
hearts
kind of
and
back
shit.
in track.
Breaking kids' hearts.
let's get back to some sort of
That's fucked up.
what?
Yeah.
You got fucked up.
What?
breaking kids' hearts and shit.
Well, fuck kids.
I didn't even promise them anything.
Yo, obviously
You
shout
got
out.
so serious.
Obviously shout out.
Hold
to
on, wait a
kids.
minute. I didn't promise them shit.
I didn't say, hey, come to my house later on. I got candy for you.
You don't get a goddamn thing. No.
Listen, obviously shout out to kids, and on a similar note,
It's their parents' fault.
I want to get
Don't
your
bring
interest.
them to my house.
I want to get your interest. I'm thinking about starting a secondary podcast saying a million and one reasons not to have kids. So let me know what y'all feel about
Yo.
that. Cause
Yo, no lie. I think if there's no, if there are no decorations, you shouldn't go to that house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel that.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know we went to houses that didn't have decorations that still gave candy out. That's one thing. But maybe that should be the universal sign. Hey,
Things were
I'm
different.
welcoming the candy, recipients.
things were different in the 90s,
Right,
man.
right.
The 90s were different. Like,
Yeah, it was a different time.
let me tell you something. As an adult now, I look at kids during fucking Halloween, and I kind of am a little bit mad for them because in Bartlett, for instance, you can't trick or treat after 7 o'clock.
Oh.
We used to be out till like 11 o'clock.
Hell yeah, trick or treat.
Yeah.
You can't.
11
You
for
gotta
sure.
stop at 7 o'clock.
You gotta stop at 7. And if you're older than 14 trick or treating, they can legally fucking arrest you for it.
What?
Yeah.
So it's like on your record.
Like you're not allowed to do something.
That would
looks
be
like-
that. I'd get arrested.
What is this
for
fucking
sure.
old
I would
country
too,
buffet
easily.
now? Old
And
country
you
buffet?
and it's Bartlett jail.
You want fucking children? You want
got
children
this,
prices?
you got this trick or treating offense on your record here, so I can't really.
Looks like you were
Can't really do
overage.
anything.
I'd really be fucking. That would be the worst arrest.
Looks like you were overage
So
trick
we
or
can't
treating.
let you into Yale for that. So sorry.
Well, that's fucked up. You're not gonna be able to do that. You can't do no paddling of no guys
Fucking
here because you
leading
did
kids.
that.
Right, yeah.
Leading kids down the life of crack.
It's horrible.
That's ridiculous.
horrible.
That's really fucked up. I'll be like, yo,
Come to-
we should go trick or treating at 8
I
o'clock.
trick or treating until I was like 16.
No, we should go trick or treating
We
at
did.
8 o'clock
We did.
next Halloween in Bartlett.
Yeah.
Like at 8 o'clock. Be like, arrest me, bitch. Like, this is hilarious. I want to see this shit on my record.
I just don't understand. Like,
That's like goals.
Fuck
Trick or treating arrest?
Goals for next year.
A
Yo,
trick or treating
7 o'clock is the end of the first
I'm
run.
32 with the. Well, so it's next year. Well, so 31.
Like, listen, man. We
Turned
wanted.
31 yesterday. Is
I
like,
guess.
Yo, you got a costume on. There's parents that trick or treat.
You feel it, though.
yeah, for sure.
That's the only way to really acceptably trick or treat after you have to have a kid.
Listen, 7 o'clock used to be the end of the first run.
Which is
I'd have
when
a
you get
fucking
your candy.
pillowcase full of candy by 7 o'clock, and then I'm going back out again.
Yo, the weirdest thing is like,
My nephew's dumped out like 3-4 times, and I was with him for like an hour.
Yo,
dude, we used to get a haul.
Yeah.
We'd have a haul till
I
like
was
we'd
like, how
have,
the
we'd have
fuck?
candy until
You'd
December.
have
Crystal's like walking down the street like,
the
hold
following
on, guys.
December.
Like,
you had like
got like a big ass bag of candy behind there.
you'd have the bowl and like until February of like all the like shit nobody wanted to eat. Then you finally toss it.
Oh yeah.
I think the last thing you fuck with is like the Twizzlers.
yeah.
Like, all right, I'll eat
Well,
these
I mean,
now.
no, because like, I definitely love Twizzlers.
I like
The
Twizzlers.
last thing I messed with was those, and I talked about it last week, but it's those brown candies that were wrapped in
The
brown.
Bunches, honey.
Yeah, it was like brown and orange wrappers.
Yes, everybody hates
But hold
those.
on, hold on. There was no label on it or anything.
Yeah.
It was just.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now, and yeah, no, fuck that.
No, I don't know.
I always
I
try
love those.
that.
I
You
love
did.
those. Yes.
You're the only person.
I don't know.
That tastes
You're
like
the other person, Sarah.
that tastes like sweetened envelope paste.
Oh, you're
It's
so
bad.
Well, that
good.
sounds fucking delicious.
It's bad.
Yo, can we talk about some sports?
I got like 7 Reese's in my car right now.
Yo, you're lucky it is not summertime.
That's why
They're gonna
I
be
wouldn't leave
prime
my car
temperature
otherwise.
right now. You better,
Oh, yeah.
you better
Oh,
bust
yeah.
some of them shits out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna steal your keys.
This man's at prime temperature.
Prime.
It is, man. We
he
just
is-
talked about this. We talked about this last week.
He is
Reese's is best served. Chill.
I disagree with you.
Fuck you. It's supposed to be that
I like
way.
it when they're solid enough to not be stuck on the
I
wrapper,
know.
but then I can fucking
I
just...
think any candy's best chilled, and not.
No,
Okay.
not any. Because Snickers at room temperature is what it's supposed to
I
be.
don't think so.
Oh,
Personally.
Listen, I disagree with both of you on that. I just like my candy to be like closer to room temperature than anything else. Let's move the fuck on
Yeah.
from candy
Okay,
and
yeah,
Halloween,
cool.
you know?
All right.
Because
What
we've
the-
been on this for quite some
2
time.
weeks of candy, really?
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, I
we're
mean-
good. We're good.
Tastes like candy.
Wait, so anything else with your week for now?
Nah, it was cool, man.
Okay. Halloween, I slightly dressed up.
What
I
were you?
went as a Stranger Things character. You ever seen Stranger Things?
Of course.
So I was,
All the time.
I was Steve.
Oh, nice.
Steve from Stranger Things.
I like that.
Looking at a stranger thing right
I
now.
went to a little Halloween party. It was alright. It was a really party. Had a lot of shots.
I don't know, man.
The week went very quick for the most part. The fact that Friday is here already is pretty.
You know, this
Pretty crazy.
it's funny as even if the week goes by slow, it just feels like Friday gets here fast.
Long, short week, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Holy shit! You know
Full
what?
circle.
There it is.
Full circle.
It is. It is that.
Comes right back.
Long, short.
It is a long, short week.
And guess what? I called it. You know,
Shut up.
I told you how.
Can we call something on the list of things we need to talk about?
All right. So, you know, we can't quick mention anything, but we're gonna try. Bad Boys 3 has been announced.
Yes.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Will Smith finally announced it.
I'm trying not to go into detail in this whole thing, like in terms of like a very deep conversation. But yo, I'm excited as fuck.
Oh yeah, me too.
So
Look, Will Smith is 50 fucking years old, and I think Martin Lawrence is probably a little bit older than him.
Yeah.
So like, y'all better do this shit now if you're gonna do it at all.
No, I saw it's supposed to release January 2020.
yeah, which means it's gonna be a bigger.
Looking like 14 months. That's not that bad.
Year
Yeah.
To make that.
So that's pretty cool. I'm excited.
Well, a year and a half almost.
It's Bad Boys 2 came out like
I think it's
like
15
14,
years.
15 years ago.
15
2002,
That's
2003.
their anniversary for it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then Bad Boys 1 came out in 95, I think. 95, 96.
I love Bad Boys, like the first one. Bad Boys 2 was a great sequel. I'm not too big on trilogies because like, I feel like the third one was
Yeah.
next.
But the thing is, they've
I'm
taken
down to
they've
this,
taken
I'm
time.
welcoming it.
It's
I'm
not like it was rushed.
It wasn't.
There's
You
never
know,
been a
like,
trilogy
hopefully the
with
script
Martin
is
Lawrence
good.
and Will
Yeah.
Smith, you
Yeah.
know? So I'm hoping it's good. I mean, Will Smith hasn't really made any movies that missed for the most part. Like,
Will Smith is well, he's made like
and Martin Lawrence either, really. Like,
no, well, Martin Lawrence isn't really the biggest movie star. He's made a lot of big movies.
he
back
was
in
he
the
was
day.
more of a movie star back in the day.
Yeah, definitely. You know.
I mean, they both have been pretty successful as far
Yeah,
as the movie
but
releases.
Will's just been on a more consistent, more spread out basis. So
Yeah.
it's been more consistent throughout. Like longevity is the word. You
The
know?
only two movies I need to give you from Martin Lawrence are fucking Life, because that shit
Life
is hilarious,
is great.
and Blue Streak.
Blue Streak is hilarious.
Those are the only two I need to give you to solidify his movie star. I mean, yeah, for sure, but it wasn't like a hit.
His leading roles.
you know?
Okay.
Leading roles.
Yeah, leading roles, I would say.
Yeah. No, it's gonna probably be cool. Will Smith is very like he took social media like it took him forever to actually get on social media.
Yeah, now he fucking runs Instagram.
Right, for real.
But once he finally got on, he embraced it. He's got just the right personality that he's just everybody wants to like watch it. He's got a YouTube now.
I
It's
was
like he didn't do any social media and then he does everything.
I always feel like Will Smith is like he fucking super matured from his character in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Matured because of that or from
No,
it?
like just
Well, he
after.
aged.
What's
He
the same
aged.
thing?
He
But
got
like
older.
you see this like goofy
No, I'm
kid,
saying did it
you
make
know?
him become more mature, or after that he became more mature? Is what I asked.
Right.
I mean, he just the goofy character you expect out of him. He still has some of that.
He's so
He's
goofy.
like-
No, he's goofy, but he's like, he's got, he's grown to have wisdom.
he's a family man.
You know, that's really what it is.
So I will always I will always respect him as a comedian, but I love him in drama roles though.
Oh, he does great in drama roles. Great. You know.
Yeah.
But like, I think we're gonna have to have this conversation eventually. We mention it all the time, but we have to talk about like greatest sitcoms of all time and where Fresh Prince falls on that list. It's
Oh, yeah.
got to be in the top 10, but I argue maybe even a little closer to the top 5
Yeah.
Personally.
personally.
Right.
But like, I mean, it's obviously all subjective.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably anywhere between 7 to 9 in that realm of sitcoms.
I might even give him number 6
I'm gonna say top 15.
because right now I
Really?
say Wayans Brothers. Is
We have
five.
this conversation. Yeah, this
I mean, well, there's just like a lot of TV to go.
We've got to have this conversation eventually, but this can go on for forever. So, like, I think we have to cap it because I think I want to ask you what your top 5 is, but that's not a question we should ask right now. So,
Well, yeah, I'm not even sure if I have a top.
yeah,
A
this
solid
can go
top.
forever. So,
I
let's.
can
we do need
at
to
least
have.
give you like for sure.
I'm gonna say A Different World is totally up there.
Oh yeah, A Different World is
I
probably
think
in the
that's
top
top
10.
five for me.
I say it's top 10.
Married with Children, Wayne's
Married with
Brothers
Children,
right there.
yes. Wayne's Brothers for sure.
Yeah.
Married with Children has got to be up there.
Married with Children was hilarious, not gonna lie.
There are a lot of great shows.
Scrubs is
This is something we've really got to go. Seinfeld is probably one of the best shows of all
Man,
time.
Seinfeld's top 5 for me.
You know, Seinfeld might be number one just because of how
I
influential
want to
and
say
great it was.
Seinfeld is top 5 just because it gave you an like this perspective, like this Jewish perspective.
Yeah, but it was just super funny,
But
man.
also, you saw just a man in his 30s in New York, single, and just
Yeah.
Living
his
life. Yeah.
And it was just a show literally
About
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was exactly what it was supposed to be about. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but somehow we've gotten to Seinfeld from Will Smith and Martin.
Well, no,
Lawrence.
whatever. I mean,
No. But no, I'm just saying like I do want to have this conversation, so we should definitely come up with a list. Yeah.
Yeah, you put that shit up on the
Yeah,
list.
because I want to. That's got to be like probably an episode onto itself.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what else we got here that's not music or sports related. That's it as far as things that are not music related. So let's. I think it's time for another segment of Kanye Shenanigan Corner.
All right, but let's
Which
not
is
stay
an
on this
order
too
over
long.
Listen, we
Yeah,
say
he's
that every
literally-
time. I say that literally every time.
I'm not even sure.
I'm
if I
not the
know
one who
about
makes it even
this-
drag on, and I'm the host who should be fucking making things drag on. That's all
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
sure if I know about this week's shenanigans.
Okay, so Kanye put out a tweet that said that he's distancing himself from politics.
Okay, I know. Okay, got
That
it.
basically
Alright.
there's people who've been brainwashing him
Yep.
to like have preach beliefs that he doesn't believe in. Da, da, da.
They're using him. Yeah, they're using him for like to promote stuff that he doesn't like. That he does. He didn't realize he was being used to
Which
promote it.
bullshit.
Yo,
by
I
the
said
way.
this the last 2 weeks.
He also said he's
This
out of the
is-
sunken
this
place
is
again.
A man that is completely crazy.
He also said he's out of the sunken place again.
Well, because the funny thing is,
He
there's
said that, didn't he?
Yeah,
There's
again,
a kicker to
again
it.
though.
Right. So, man.
there's a kicker to this whole thing, right? He donated $73,540 to be exact to some Chicago Democratic nominee to help his
$73,504.
$540.
The fuck out of here! What the fuck kind of games is he?
Right
playing?
after he said he's distancing himself from politics.
But I get that.
But I will say this.
Chicago politics are different. There's
There's-
something he should be doing, taking part in.
I agree, and there's
Although
probably,
no, he shouldn't.
there's probably some influence through from Chance the Rapper on that. You know, like.
But
It's still boring.
73,500. What the fuck kind of like weird arbitrary? I'm just gonna like that's a real.
He's like,
fucked
what's
up-
the odd number at the end of my bank account? I'm just gonna take
Right,
that.
like, yeah, what's-
Yeah, so that sounds like he's trying to come to like some even number. In his
Yeah,
bank account.
like dude, he's OCD and he needs it to be a
Right,
flat zero
right,
number.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking.
So, more Kanye shenanigans, of course, involving politics and nothing else. I did see some other thing talking about Kanye was, I think Def Jam posted it. They said he's the producer of the year. Hit an unprecedented 5 albums in 5 weeks. No.
Dude, I can make 5 shitty albums in
So
5
hold
weeks.
on, though, hold
But
on,
not that
hold
they were
on.
all shitty, but
Hold
I'm just
on.
saying the beats weren't all that great.
You can make 5 albums, but are they good albums?
Yeah, that's the point.
And that should be the bigger.
That is the
picture.
point. And they weren't all great. So what are you gauging it on?
Exactly.
Pusha was good.
Maybe.
Pusha was the only one that.
Kiona, I think, had decent production, but I didn't listen to too much of it. But other than that, like I didn't
She
hear
deserves
anything.
a lot better.
Yeah, I think you can't gauge that on the fact that you put mad workout. Just because you're pumping workout don't mean it's quality work.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what
if
he
it's
did-
quality, that's one thing. If it's not,
No,
then
it's
I don't
quality
care.
over quantity every day.
I think he took 5 beats from
You're
that
taking
5
people's
beats a
money
day for
from
3
that.
summers,
Yeah,
just
and
give
he
them
was like,
what they
"These are
want."
the worst 5 beats that I made, and I can give them to people who
Yeah, man.
are on good music
I
now."
don't understand how he's going about that. But man, honestly, I'm so tired of talking about Kanye.
I know, but you know what?
He
I
keeps
think
fucking
the
coming
viewers-
up.
I think the viewers are thinking to themselves, "Hey, when's the next Kanye shenanigan corner?"
More than likely.
And you know, there's always a shenanigan to talk about.
Yeah, and the corner is over there, off the camera.
It's funny because our dad
Dunce
came
cap in the.
our dad came into the house the other day, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I watched some of your podcasts." He's like, "Sam and Dave aren't that interesting. I'm not gonna lie."
Damn!
He was like, "You know what my favorite part of your podcast is? You rap at the beginning." And I was like,
Oh my god!
"Thanks." He's like, but to be fair, I only watch like 3 minutes at a time, and then fast forward like 20 minutes, and then watch 3 minutes, and then.
Oh man.
Hey, I was like, yo, at least you're watching and supporting, my man. Like,
Yo, that's mean.
And I told
Mr.
him this.
Watch. Pops.
I told him the thing is,
I am offended.
he says that
I am offended.
he doesn't think that our podcast has like the right material, and I'm like, here's the thing. You're old and don't like music or fucking basketball, so that's why you don't care about the podcast. I was like, it's not for you.
Oh.
You don't have to watch.
True.
True. I feel like I'm only gonna strive to be better, just so that he's gonna watch more.
You know what? And that's why I said it. Motivate you, gentlemen.
That's what it is.
Prove Amjad wrong.
I am.
Shout out, Pops.
Shout out, Pops.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Next.
Yeah. That's
All right.
probably why.
I didn't mean
like,
that. I didn't mean that. I swear. I swear.
There's a couple of, let's just get this in and out of the way as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
There's always some unfortunate death that we're talking about on this podcast, feels like, but it is what it is. Rest in peace, Giants legend Willie McCovey.
Oh wow. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he passed away, I think, on Tuesday this week.
Tuesday.
And then,
How old was he? Do you know?
no, I'm not sure. And then there was also a Cash Money rapper, Young Greatness.
Yeah.
I think he signed in like 2016 or something like that.
Yeah, he just.
But he passed away, so rest in peace to those gentlemen, to their,
Rest in peace.
you know, prayers to their family and everything.
Most
Other
definitely.
people. Let's move right on past that, because I'm not trying to be on some somber shit for this podcast. And a slightly more uplifting topic surrounding death. There was a Mac Miller tribute concert on Halloween Day.
Yeah, I saw the clip.
Yeah, there was a lot of big
Was a
names.
main headliner.
I forgot who I saw. There was some posted on Saved It Hero Fest, but
Yeah, it looked super emotional, like the crowd and everybody. It seemed like it was pretty dope.
oh
I
yeah,
actually
sure.
really wanted to be there.
Really?
From what he posted and talked about. Yeah.
Let me find out where this thing is.
He was one of the main headliners.
Little background noise outside for you over
There
there.
you go.
I don't know where I put this thing.
Yeah. No, it was really dope though. Like I seen a picture with
Oh, right.
there's a lot of artists.
Yeah,
Does everybody
so-
like Mac? It seems.
Some of the people that performed were Travis Scott, Ty Dolla $ign, John Mayer, Miguel, Chance the Rapper, SZA, Schoolboy Q, and Anderson .Paak. There was a few other people, but they didn't have them listed on what I was reading. So
I seen Bronson in a picture. Yeah, I know he was close to Mac Miller too. So
Yeah.
no, that was pretty dope. I thought that was a really cool moment.
I know like his parents were there and some other radio personality. But yeah, rest in peace, Mac.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's real cool that the hip hop community kind of got together and celebrated his life.
But it's always after.
It is for sure.
Yeah,
It's
it's
always
kind of
like-
crazy to go through his catalog too, because he has some really good material.
No, he's got good music, man.
Really
He's
does.
got good music.
That's one thing I'll credit Kanye with. That one line is like, people never get the roses, well, they can still smell them.
Yeah.
Right.
That's 100% true. Man.
Right.
But yeah, so let's move on.
That's
from
probably
death
going to be
topics.
true for him too, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. For a lot of people.
absolutely.
Most people.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes, you know? Nobody appreciates
Is that,
you when you're there.
was kind of messed up to say. It's kind of morbid. I didn't mean to go there. But
No, I mean, it's...
No, it's just
It's
reality
facts,
of life.
for sure.
man.
So, let's move away from death for a while. Let's see, there was something hilarious I saw. So, 50 Cent and Ja Rule have been beefing for a
Oh
while.
man, I love that shit.
This shit is fucking
Oh
hilarious.
my
Listen,
God.
I don't hate Ja Rule. Like, some of his music, I still fucking...
No, Benny
listen to
Vici
whatever.
is a great album.
Yeah, definitely.
And, of course, like, New York when that shit came out. But, anyways,
Man, I was
50 Cent. So Ja Rule recently had a concert, and 50 decided to buy 200 tickets
Yeah,
to his
to
show.
the front row.
Front
table.
row.
To the front row
Front
to
row.
keep people out of the audience.
front
Yo,
row.
that shit is hilarious.
That's a whole other
It's-
level of petty, man.
It's fucking 50 Cent petty.
He had nobody.
50 Cent petty is a different level of petty.
Yeah, you don't want to get on a petty like competition with dude.
No, because he has money and time on his hands. That's all he has. He literally has nothing going on in his life right now.
No, he's got a
Besides
lot.
power.
Actually, I mean, he doesn't. No, he's doing like
50
he's
Cent
involved in
has
a lot of
Power,
shit.
Which is still a live TV show, but it's also syndicated. So he's still making like that much more money from that.
But he's involved in the creation of other television shows, and he's got like some sort of like liquor that he has.
Yo,
yeah.
is that the natural
Dude, 50's,
progression?
50's doing a lot.
I want to say he's like dipped into Ciroc with Diddy, but I'm not sure about
Is that the progression, guys? You go from rap music to acting to fucking owning a liquor brand? Like, is that how it works?
I don't
Well,
know,
I
but
mean,
it's
Because a lot of people seem to be following
That's
this.
just the lane they went in, but I mean,
A lot of people are doing that.
hey, if it makes sense, I'm doing it.
I
If
mean,
I was
Nas
them.
is sponsored by Hennessy now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
telling you, shit. Why not?
It's
Or,
just,
well, Remy? Is it Remy or Hennessy?
I think it's Hennessy.
I believe Hennessy. I believe Hennessy.
But yeah, so that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then
50
Ja-
Cent is awesome. He's
Ja
one of my
Rule
favorite
said some
people on
shit in response.
Instagram.
Ja
Or in
Rule-
general.
Ja Rule was like, "Oh yeah, this whole beef thing is stupid." Like there was some response that he made. It was
Like you
that was
keep
a short
fucking
version.
you. He's the one that struck like. He's the one that brought it back. Like
Exactly.
in general, like he's the one that started talking shit again.
Yo,
And 50's one of my favorite people.
50 is funny, man. I'm not gonna lie.
He's my. I like to say like, you gotta sometimes you gotta live vicariously through 50 because he'll do shit that you're like. I would do that if I could. If I had the balls, I'd do that shit.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, let's see. For music now, all we have left. Well, okay. Before we go into that, the Dynasty, Jay-Z, Rock La Familia, all them people from back then, turns 18 this year.
Yeah,
Oh,
same
wow.
that.
That's crazy. I didn't see that.
You know,
That's news to me.
that's crazy. Was 10 when that album came out?
So I was just listening to that this year, like again, for
Yeah.
the first time in a while.
It's a
So
fire album.
Came out
Really
2000. Huh?
Yeah,
1-900 Hustler.
that's still definitely the shit.
Dude,
The
there's
skits
a lot.
and like the verses were crazy.
There's just a lot of good. Like, there's some great tracks on that album.
Where have you been? There was that shit he did with R. Kelly on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good joints for sure.
Fucking.
Man, you're right. It always burns me to mention that kind.
Yeah,
Makes me laugh to mention R. Kelly. Just how like it's now.
No,
it's to
he's
the
a
point-
nasty, nasty
He's
man.
nasty, but like the shit he did, the way he goes about things nowadays, like the writing the book or the song. He made the song. I'm sorry, he didn't write a book. He made this.
He made the
Wait, he made a book as well.
He probably did.
I thought it was like this.
Why would
Remember,
anyone want to read that?
OJ?
The fucking 39 underage women that I molested.
What was OJ's what was OJ's book? If I did it, or what I would have done if I had done it.
Yeah, right. What I would have done if I did it.
I didn't do it, but if I did do it, I would have done it this way.
Listen, I thought about killing her a few times. This is how I was gonna do it. Somebody beat me to the punch.
That is exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were two messages.
But he was like,
I had thought about it in a
but
different way.
basically he was like, I beat myself to the punch. I did it.
It's like this joke. It's like this joke for him. It's
Yo.
like I can just do this.
It's
Can't get off
crazy.
of it,
Mhm.
You know, he like
Because I rushed 3,000 yards in the season, bro.
Just so we all know, OJ did it.
Okay, true, but if you do
And
want,
I'm not sure if I want to say that shit on air, but
You know what that reminds me of?
somebody might see
That
this.
reminds me of Cedric the Entertainer in
And
Barbershop.
Suge Knight killed Tupac.
He's like,
and
OJ
Biggie.
did it.
Suge Knight killed Tupac and Biggie too. So
look. OJ.
Oh,
Okay, so did you watch the People vs. OJ on Netflix?
Mhm.
I did.
Uh,
I did not. I watched
okay.
one episode of it.
So-
and I thought it was cheesy as shit.
No, it
It
was
was.
pretty good. I think
It was cheesy, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good because it kind of like
But David
just
Schwimmer was
reminded
on
you
the
shit
biatch.
a lot and all that. But no, in general, the prosecution did not do a great job.
They did a horrible job.
Johnny
Horrible.
Cochran, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, yeah, when you're going against Johnny.
Yeah,
Yes.
but no, the woman on the prosecution, I forget her name. She had
Oh, that little fucking curly hair bitch?
yeah, she had
Damn.
no, she had
So you liked her?
Shit.
she
No,
had
baby.
no, she had some sort of like an issue, like a man issue, in the way they portrayed it in the Netflix series, and she kind of let that get to her, and she kind of got blinded by like her own wanting to like to like just get him without like taking the right steps to like try to like get him on the stand and maybe have him
It
say
became a
something
vendetta,
critical.
like something she was trying to prove.
Very much so.
The first thing that I did after I started watching the series is I looked to see who the characters were portraying in real life.
Yeah.
They did a really good job with the
They
casting,
did.
actually.
They
I was
did.
like, wow, this is pretty impressive.
Very close.
Yeah.
Very close. Yeah, that OJ shit is hilarious. Like, just based on the fact that he keeps just like he wrote a book, man.
How did
It's like I didn't do it, guys. But if I did do it,
yo?
this is how I would have
How-
done it. Not how they did it. I thought about it way too many times. The title is as big as the book.
How do you go through one of the most high-profile murder cases in the history of the fucking United States when and then go to jail for fucking stealing your own shit. You went to jail for stealing your own shit.
Yeah, I often think about that. It's weird.
Yo, OJ, what the fuck? Fuck you.
OJ.
Shout out to OJ.
But OJ's got swag though.
He has swag.
He had.
Like what, 1979?
See, no, I feel like right now he's just doing everything he wants to do.
No, he looks fucking terrible.
He's the juice.
He's the fucking juice.
He looks terrible.
Sure.
He's
but
old.
He's the juice.
He looks fucking horrible. He looks like a fucking comic book guy.
He's been in
with
jail
black
for
and
a
gold.
long time.
Yo, no, fuck. OJ, listen.
9 years in jail for
He's
old
been
man
up.
can't be that great.
Well, he shouldn't have been 51 fucking stealing his own shit back.
Should not have been.
True. But age was going to come regardless.
I don't know, man. Listen, obviously shout out to OJ.
Yeah.
Word.
Most definitely.
You know, fuck you. Alright, so after the dynasty. Oh, God, we have a way about
I was really,
Fuck
honestly,
OJ.
there
So
was a
after
point during
that-
this conversation right now that I was like, what did we start on? I don't even remember what the first topic was.
Yo,
And it was the dynasty. I honestly hope that I'm watching this part specifically next week just to see what made us talk about OJ from the Dynasty album.
Kelly, R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not good at
Yeah.
not think. You know, you should be here more.
I was
often.
gonna
Yeah.
say.
You keep us on track a little bit better.
Like, wait, that's right. R. Kelly
You
was
were
the reason.
asserting a major
Sometimes, let me
purpose
tell you
there.
something, sometimes the host is a hard job because when you try to get these two to shut up, it's just not easy.
So look, you
Yeah.
look.
Oh, hold
So
on.
no, you look.
Hold up.
So think about it. We went from the Dynasty to R. Kelly to OJ.
Yep.
We could have done a lot of other segues, like maybe Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, no, we talked.
Billy.
Holy
Bill,
shit.
whatever.
But how big of a segue? But how big of a segue is that really? If we're gonna go segue, you might as well go all the way. Let's talk about like
My
the
man,
extremes.
that segue is completely. Listen, we didn't do a good job of that at all.
No,
So
we need to talk about
let's,
the actual substance
let's
today
fucking reel that back in real
before
fast.
somebody turns this off because we haven't spoken about anything.
All right, well,
Like now I know that they like Tootsie Rolls. So
Tell them your opinion on Tootsie Rolls, Sam.
they're chewy.
Just,
Sam
yeah.
describes Tootsie Rolls as a chewy candy.
No fucking shit. You've had. You know what?
You're the one that said it.
Right. I don't know why you're saying no fucking shit to me.
Let's
I remember
talk.
saying no fucking shit to you.
What's
before we
next?
started. Anyways,
We got another topic to talk about.
the next topic is
Hit.
fuck you goddamn artists who won't stop. Listen, if you would just watch this podcast, you would know what you're supposed to do.
And not release music.
Just fucking stop putting as much music
There's a
as you
lot.
possibly can out
Okay.
every week.
So my stance has changed a little bit. Like I was thinking about it today. I was like, man, because I was listening to the Joel Ortiz, and then Fetty came out, and I really started enjoying that. So I kind of stopped going to the Joel Ortiz,
Right,
and it's like the
right.
problem is something else is gonna come out within the time I've digested and really listened to Fetty. So by the time the next Friday comes out, I won't be able to get back to Joel because something else is gonna come out.
Did you notice something? There's a slight trend here. You know, I talk about something and you're opposed to it, and then all of a sudden you're like, yo,
That's
I'm
not
on
true.
board.
That might.
That's not true. That's not true.
That might happen.
That's not
This
true.
happened twice
I
now.
was gonna say.
Twice out of 18 episodes, kiss my ass.
Well, we haven't disagreed 18 times.
Listen. What I'm saying though is like, that's the only reason. Like that's what made me really think about it today. a little
That's
bit.
the only reason. That's my reason. That's the issue. I can't fucking digest an album.
I
that's
get
literally-
that, but
But
it's
that's the
like,
same thing
would you
said.
rather? But okay, so it seems like it's either one or the other extreme. Either they're releasing a lot or nothing's coming out.
They've been releasing a lot for the last 10 months.
Agreed.
11
But
months now.
what do you say? Do you like, okay, stop releasing, and then
Yes.
they all stop releasing, and what if they don't release for a year?
That's fine. I
Those
have
are-
a year worth of music to catch up on right now, at least.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Listen,
You'd be surprised.
the way
I
I
went back
used
to
to
albums
go-
and said no. I don't
Even
like
if
this.
even if I
I went back to
dedicated,
KOD a week ago and I realized
even if I dedicated 2 weeks to an
I
album,
did the same thing.
No
actually.
good.
even if I dedicated 2 weeks to an album, there's still
I'm not
not
gonna
enough
say
time.
it's not no good.
2 weeks.
I used to rock an album for at least a month.
month, 2 months.
I at least knew like 2,
I'm
3
gonna
songs
say
out of there
it's
by heart.
yeah.
I don't know any fucking songs that came out now. I know maybe the hook. Like, it's not. No. I'm sorry. But
It's just the way it
my
is
stance
now,
on this
man.
will never change. I think that there's too much music coming out right now at one time. If you're going to release an album every week, that's great. You want to do 2-3 albums a week? That's better than the fucking 7 that have been coming out.
I mean, it's
I agree with your stance, but my stance is the more the better for me.
I
But
like
how do you digest it?
I'm the same
right,
way, but
because
it's
I have a
hard.
different schedule than you do, so I could just listen to music.
But if 5 albums come out in a week, how much are you really digesting it?
I don't know.
I think you got to look at it from the artist perspective, though. Like, just for a second, think about the market is a very oversaturated, right? Almost everybody sounds the same. So theoretically, if somebody were to come out that sounds similar to what's out there now, and somebody hadn't released something, and they've kind of fallen back for a second to create, and that lane opens up for a second, somebody who has that sound can jump right in. So the thing is, now you have to compete with everybody. Like, everybody's just like, okay, record, tour, promote, tour, come back, record, promote, tour. Because you have to. It's like a 4 or 5 months thing where you have to record.
That's what.
And create. You have to have an album on
Let me
deck
tell you, so listen. Problem first of all, is that this streaming thing. Now you don't have to put together production of getting the album together, fucking putting it in stores, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now you just instantly upload it. As soon as you're ready, you can upload it.
Right, but that doesn't.
And
but
the
the
thing about it like
uploading
this,
doesn't record it.
Styles P, for instance. This is his second solo album, and he had a third one this year.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, I agree.
ladies.
Like, Styles has gone too far this year.
But that's a lot of people who are doing that. One album a year is good enough, man, and there's already like a million fucking artists.
Styles doesn't need to release
So
anything
do you
at all
consider
next year.
Ye to be in the same realm? Because I mean,
Who?
he's like, well, Kanye, he's only producing albums.
If he's producing, that's fine. I don't care. Like, he produces as many as you want. But if I'm like
He
trying
jumps on
to,
a few tracks on those albums though, but
and that's fine. Like, if it was 5 good music albums that came out this year, that's great.
Okay.
But there was literally like another 400 surrounding that,
I got you.
and it's just I don't have enough time to focus on it. Like,
I totally get that.
you know, there's more albums than there is days of the year.
I'm
right
not
now.
saying that it's easy for me to catch up either. It's just I have, just a
Like, I have to listen to an album that's good
schedule
like
for it.
5-6 times to like really digest it and decide what I like.
Yeah.
And I haven't had time to do it. Like, but they come out on Friday. It's probably partially our fault. The day that we choose to record, because it comes out on Friday and we record on Friday, and then by the time we get here, I can't even really talk about it because I haven't heard all
I
of
hear
it.
that.
You know, but outside of that, we used to have a lot more time to kind of sit through an album, you know, vibe out, put it in the car, listen to it, like, you know, just. But back in the day, I mean, I guess there's more time. I had headphones in instead of the car, but you can really kind of appreciate the work that went into it. You don't have time to appreciate the album now. I think that's the problem.
No, that's 100% the truth. It's just the market that's been created. Streaming creates a place where anybody can upload music at any time as much as they want. So you have to keep up with that. Otherwise, people are gonna people's attention spans are very low as it is. So the next thing you know is they've been fucking with you. You kind of fall off, or you haven't released, or the next single doesn't really hit. Now they ain't fucking with you as much because fans are fickle. Right, so their attention spans are low. They're fickle as it is, right? They're waiting for you to fuck up so they can go to the next artist because there's already way too many artists. So people are really willing to purge their fucking mental Rolodex of artists they fuck with. So it's like, dude, think about it. Like, I'd be glad to knock somebody off of the list of people I want to listen to because there's already way too many people on there.
I'd like to knock off about 100 fucking people from the list.
You know,
or at least like
you're just competing with the market that's been set already by just the creation of streaming and all that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is a losing battle.
It's like every week there's been nonstop, like 5 albums a week. So that's my big issue.
No, agree.
If it's not every week, it's
but you don't have to
week,
listen to them all.
Yeah, but I'd like to at least like give it a shot. There's a lot of people who want to listen to who come out at the same time, and it's like, I don't know. But let's get into what came out this week. So first of all, Currency, Freddie Gibbs, and The Alchemist put out an album together. Fetty, I have not heard it.
That's just dope.
What are your thoughts on it? I know you guys have both listened to it, right?
It's dope. 8 tracks.
I'm down with it.
It's nice. This 8, the 6 to 8 track.
Yeah, man.
It's
That is this crazy recent trend, man.
It's too much.
It's like EP thing.
It's too short.
It's too little.
Yeah, it's too little. That's probably the best.
It's too little, but here's where
I had it on repeat, and it repeated. So I was cleaning a little bit, and I took a shower and got dressed. Maybe in a 35-minute span, I feel like I heard the album 4 times.
I hear you.
The only nice thing about that trend of the short album this year specifically, because this has like been the biggest flow of music, I think you can put like 3-4 albums together and you have like maybe 20 solid tracks that you can listen to, and you can get 3 albums digested. That's the only difference. I feel like you got a much shorter album. It doesn't take you as long to get through.
I think that's what they're.
cycle through
That's
different
what's being
times.
realized. You know, again, attention spans.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know?
So what do you guys think of Fetty?
Oh, I think Fetty was dope. The more I listen to it, the more I like it.
Alchemist is a dope producer. So
Alchemist is dope.
Man,
Alchemist is
still,
dope.
still,
Yeah.
till this day,
yeah.
he's like 25 years in.
Yeah, Al is dope. Al is dope.
Our boy
Um,
Al, everybody's
Alan,
pal.
the
Everybody's
First Infantry was the best thing he's ever did.
Alan the chemist.
No, honestly.
That's what
his
Action Bronson always says.
His name's actually Alan.
Yeah.
He's
He calls him alchemist. He calls him alchemist.
Right.
Alchemist.
He's like first infantry, best album ever made.
Yo.
First Infantry.
I wouldn't say it's the best album ever made.
First Infantry
because
is dope.
Well, no, he just
Yeah.
like fucks them, but yeah.
yeah.
But it is dope.
it really
It's
is.
sick shit.
So dope.
I think the funny thing about
We
that
had
album
crazy
is
singles off that whole album.
that's like when G Unit was
I
first
want to say at
starting
least
to pop.
5 singles.
Yeah.
I'd say it's like
that.
right around the time maybe Beg for Mercy.
Beg for and which Beg for Mercy also is a really good album.
It is, yeah. But it shines a little light. Like I think Lloyd Banks is the only one he had on that album from G Unit, right?
Is that true?
I think it is. I don't remember anybody else. Because there was a lot of locks on there.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I should go back and listen.
It was significant to the era of hip hop we were in at that point. You know?
It would, dude. I bought that on a whim. Like I was like, oh shit, like, fuck it, I'm gonna grab this, dude. It was great. I love the fact that he had such a great relationship with Prodigy and Havoc.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So dope.
Especially Prodigy.
Yeah.
You know?
They had a really like.
Because Alchemist had like a weird like month after Prodigy left us.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I think it was just a weird time, like when
via social media.
Oh, like he
he was
was-
always posting and shit. And like once that happened, he was just like kind of fell off.
I
Yeah.
don't doubt it.
He was just
It's
messed
a
up.
good if it's a good friend, it's a good friend, you know.
Yeah.
For real.
So
But I think it's called the Kiss the Game. Well, the last Kiss came out around that time too, 2001ish, right? Something like that. That's roughly when First
Jada?
Infantry dropped. Yeah.
Right.
So it was like
I want to say,
that was one of the most active
you know, hold
moments
on.
from
I want
last.
to say First Infantry came out 2 years after that. It wasn't around.
First
it
Infantry
wasn't,
was
it wasn't the same time.
05, I
It was
believe.
close to it. Very close to it.
First Infantry was 04, 05. Probably 05.
Yeah, and I
no,
think,
no. For sure 05, I think. For sure 05.
I was in high school. I know that.
Kiss of Death. I think they came out with like 2003 maybe.
Kiss of Death is with Y, right?
Yeah.
Kiss the Game Goodbye is the first album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last Kiss was his last album, I think.
Right.
So how many times is he gonna play off the word Kiss?
The
Well,
rest.
his name is Kiss.
The rest
so
of
he
his
might as
career,
well,
probably.
you know?
He can.
My
Yeah.
my album would always be called Kiss D's, and it'll be Kiss D's Volume 1, Kiss D's Volume
He
2,
sold 100 copies.
Kiss D's Volume 3.
He sold 100.
They have
Kiss
mixtape
these
though.
guys.
There's actually
Kiss
studio
My
albums.
Ass.
You can't do that.
When is he gonna? He's gotta put Kiss My Ass
He
out.
sold 50 CDs.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck y'all.
Hey, but Jay-
Like,
one of the
just
best,
straight. No. Like, don't even do it.
yeah, no.
Don't
Not
even
even
go
that.
there.
I mean, you can. I don't think people are buying CDs anymore.
Man.
Maybe put them on vinyl. You know, people might buy that more than
Cats still
CDs.
release like CDs and cassettes too.
Oh, I still buy them. But like, I went to Target the other day, right? And their whole fucking CD section has been torn down.
Really?
They're like, oh, wait for something else coming soon. And I was like,
What does that mean?
So
Excuse
no
me.
CDs?
the fuck? So I have to literally go on Amazon now to buy CDs.
What does that even mean?
That's terrible.
Hey, if we go back to the day where it takes like 10 cents in the back of the catalog to buy like 45 CDs,
That'd be
I'm
dope.
okay with that.
I'll be dope. I'm stacking up everything I need.
Yeah.
All the fucking CDs I've been wanting.
I mean, that's bad news bears too at the same time. Man. I already got a shit fucking ton of CDs
Yeah.
with a hard time trying to figure out
That's
what's up.
bad news bears.
Did you transfer the like the media, like the CDs to your computer?
Oh, Apple Music, man. It does it all for me.
But so you found all the music that you have.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah. It's definitely nice.
Because it's hard.
Well, there's a couple things that I didn't look for because I was like, I don't really need to hear this very often, and you know. But I mean, for
a
the most
lot
part,
of like old school, like underground shit.
Yeah.
That's like not available anywhere. Like Ruckus Records stuff. is not available anywhere.
So that's why I just made sure my iPod would charge this week to make sure, because I would like there's a lot of mixtapes and things like that that you just want to make sure I don't have them on my iTunes. I don't have an iTunes account anymore. Like,
is there still a DatPiff app?
I think so.
Probably.
Gotta get like that. I haven't listened to anything on DatPiff in like since like the Wayne mixtapes were big.
Oh, see, that's why like I have all those Wayne mixtapes on my iPod, so I want to make sure that I can listen to them.
So yeah, is there a way to just like grab that media? And
there is a way. I had bought a program a while back.
Cause my thing is like I don't have that old charger for the iPod.
I have the old charger, one left.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's what I use, and I just want to make sure that I like. But to answer your question, I had a while back. I wanted to find a way to be able to take from your iPod, right? Like I was able to take from Adam, like connect it to my computer, and I can rip songs off his, just one song at a time if I wanted, and without transferring over and completely wiping mine out to take his, because that's what it would do. And then there was
another thing. I don't.
That's what that was. And then there was another thing called something transfer, iTransfer, something like that, and that would allow you to throw. I was able to take what was on my iPod and put it onto my computer.
I don't get the I thing in the beginning for Apple products. The fuck does the I have to do with Apple?
Makes it their own thing.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's the iPhone.
I feel like there should be some coordination between the logo and the name that they use, but that's just me.
Maybe it's because Steve Jobs created all this stuff, and he's like, "That's mine. I created this.
This is iPhone." When you're a fucking foreigner and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, like
this iPhone, yes.
This iPhone. This iPhone.
This iPod. Me,
fucking
yes.
Tom Hanks in the terminal. Come on.
This iPhone. This iPhone. This iPhone.
I can do yes.
Okay, sure. All right. So, since we have been super far removed from Fetty, because that's just what we do around her, Kiona, and Kasson podcast, we can't stay on topic for shit.
So you can't.
You know?
Tangents.
Metro Boomin put out a new album. Not All Heroes Wear Capes.
I listened to it. I can't do it.
I didn't listen to it at all. I've listened to the Metro Boomin Big Sean collab that they did. There's a couple songs that were right.
That was decent.
So I figured I might as well look at it and try it out, see what he's doing.
Man, he's even got like the Hebrew Brentley, like, statue, like the male, like. Do you know who Hebrew is, first of all? He's like an artist.
No.
Okay, whatever. So, this artist, he commissioned.
I thought you were talking about like some like the language Hebrew.
No. So Metro Boomin commissioned Hebrew Bentley, who is an artist, and it's like
the Jewish art.
It's like no, it's like his famous like figure that he does all the time. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, so I was like, this is gonna be crazy, because like he's got that collab going on, so it might be kind of artistic or different, and it just wasn't.
Nothing.
This was underwhelming.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it.
Okay. Has anybody listened to Vince Staples?
I liked it.
I perused it.
I liked it.
It was
more of a party album, I feel.
I did get that feeling.
And also more of like a college party album. Like
I have to
like
listen to a little bit more.
fraternity,
like some frat shit, yeah.
He's a youngin' though.
He is. He's younger than Adam. He's probably Sarah's age.
26?
Yeah. So probably yeah.
He cute though?
I mean, what I don't know.
That's the question.
Or you could always like research.
Yeah, you Google your own.
I would say this, Sarah.
You
the
Google
more
on your
money you
own time.
have, the more ugly you can be. So,
Yeah, truth.
Wait, what was it?
The more money you have, the more ugly you can be.
Yeah, I guess that is true though.
Yeah, so that's
Not crazy though. Yeah. Not crazy.
All right, what's the next topic?
Yes. Let's see. Swiss Beats Poison. Anybody listen to that?
Yeah,
I
went
didn't.
through it.
I didn't.
I went through it a little bit.
I heard it was really good.
It's decent. I gotta give
It
it.
was supposed to be a big project.
I gotta give it more listen. I didn't go through it all the way. I stopped right before the Pusha track, so I gotta get to it. I gotta start right there.
I'm not a big Swiss Beats fan to begin with.
I like Swiss.
Plus, I hate on him because he
monster.
married Alicia Keys, and that was my girl right there. But
Oh, this man.
I don't know. I hope
mad 'cause
grudges
he
this
smashed
from time to
it.
time. What can I tell you? I'll give that a listen though. It seems like
It's worth it.
It's worth a listen. So all right. Exhibit, Be Real, and Demrick.
That's the thing. I didn't know about
I
that.
didn't know this either.
Man,
The Exhibit still raps?
All this new music though.
What happened to Pin My Ride?
Exhibit was nice though on the mic though.
Yeah.
He was, yeah. I mean,
And he's got a unique voice.
there was some nursery rhymes
Very
from time to
unique
time,
voice.
you know, but
He had really good stories, I think.
there was some nursery rhymes here and there.
Also, I feel like a really good storyteller. This is really off topic, but Obi Trice was a good storyteller too.
Yeah, I like Obi.
Yeah. And, Cheers was a good album.
Man.
I like Obi.
But yeah. So, not to veer off too far.
Well, I haven't listened to that album yet, but I will go ahead and give it a try because why not?
We should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit see how Exhibit is doing these days. You know,
Yeah, I would
just
actually.
God
listen
fucking
to that.
knows.
I would listen to it. The last thing I seen of him, he was in that movie Gridiron Gang,
Yeah.
which was a good movie.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
That's true. A Good Iron Game came out a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Styles
Good
P.
sports movie.
You guys listen to Dimebag?
No.
A little bit, but I honestly, I just wanted to go back to
Not
Fetty,
because
so
I
I stopped
want to,
listening.
but-
That's the only album I listened to so far. It was good. I think actually it was better than G-Host to me. It was shorter a little bit,
Okay.
but I like it.
I'm gonna give it a listen this weekend. I'm still on Fetty, so
It was some hard
anything
Styles P
other than
shit.
Fetty, shout out to Currency, shout out Freddie Gibbs,
Yeah. Shout out Alchemist too.
shout out Alchemist, 100%.
Yeah. Shout out Fetty, you know. I just want to jump in and say shout out to somebody in that whole situation too.
Well, it's just the album name,
I know that, but it's a situation.
Fetty.
Anyway, I haven't heard this at all yet, but White Bronco by
Oh,
Action
man.
Bronson
Yo.
has also released
Yo.
today.
Yeah. That is the jam. Right.
Really?
That's the jam.
So
I don't know much about Action Bronson.
Harry Fraud is a producer. I think about the whole thing. Actually, he has knowledge on one of the tracks as a producer. But I don't know. It's got like this really laid back feel to it though. The 70s, 60s, you know, like voice samples.
That
shows.
sounds about right for Bronson. Like
Right. Right.
he's eccentric in that way.
But he's also got these crazy, you know, just old rock samples and old soul samples that Harry Fraud samples off of.
I'm gonna listen to it.
It's a nice piece.
I like Action Bronson.
It's a half hour. It's 11 tracks.
Okay.
Or
It's not bad.
like 30.
See, and that's
35
cool. I
minutes.
guess I wish that albums were longer, but
Me too.
they're conveniently short nowadays, where
I feel
it's
like
okay.
it's like this one's just enough.
Okay, that works.
It has
That's
to
how I
be-
kind of felt
it has
about
to be
Fetty.
convenient.
And I feel
short.
like you should listen to this one. Like this one more so than his other albums, but this one you should listen to it with more of like a lighter ear. Like it's supposed to be more fun.
Okay.
The album cover he actually painted himself, and then if you buy the actual vinyl, you get several copies of his art.
Okay.
Yo, I see no reason why it wouldn't be a fun album. Action Bronson is enjoying life right now.
And it's called White
Super
Bronco.
is.
That's OJ's murder card. Like,
Speaking of OJ,
Yeah. Just speaking of OJ,
that's just
let's
hilarious.
not keep. Let's
the only
not keep
OJ I like is Orange Juice.
I feel
Alright?
I feel like Action Bronson talks about OJ at least once on every record that he has.
I don't doubt it. It's a dude.
Sometimes he
it's
talks
like
about gloves. Sometimes
dude,
it's about
you-
the Bronco. It's just something.
killing shit, going to jail.
I'm not
Like
gonna lie though, that Bronco was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I like it.
those old Broncos were crazy.
Even when they put out the new ones, I think now they just put some out.
New ones are gonna be good.
Yeah.
New ones are gonna be dope.
But alright, so off of that, off of music in general right now, there's a couple of topics left, and I'm gonna say the best for last on this one. So,
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler. Do we
Yeah.
look at him going anywhere else, leaving Minnesota by the trade deadline? If he does leave, where do you think he'll end up?
They're saying what, Miami and Houston.
I don't think Houston has room for him.
Yeah, Houston seems very stockpiled. Every time I think Houston, I'm like, where's he gonna go?
So my only thing, I think about budget and where is he going to fit in? Who are they going to trade for him? So the only place I can see him is in Houston. Excuse me. The only place I can see him going to and him succeeding in a realm he wants to be in is Houston. You know, he wants to be surrounded by superstars or bigger players that will progress in a year, maybe two at the most.
The problem is
Because he wants to win that ring.
The problem is that
Does he?
Jimmy has a big head, and he's not gonna look for anything less than like 20 probably.
So I feel
Does
like,
Jimmy want to win a championship though?
So right, I feel like he wants to go to these bigger teams to prove himself, and then go to that one team that he knows he's gonna just escalate and just like work with. You know, I feel
That's
like
a big reach.
I
though.
feel like Jimmy wants to get to Golden State. You know, I mean, like everyone wants to right now. Warriors are hot.
But he's like what 29 now, right?
He's a little bit, yeah. So he's been in the game for 5 years.
I really think he's not. He's not looking for anything less.
No,
than
he's been in the
20
game for longer than 5 years.
So what, 7?
I think he came in what 10, 11.
I think he came.
Oh,
2000.
2000.
I think he came 20,
It's a thing now.
2012. I want to say.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I think he came 2012.
I don't think so. I think he was there when
Because-
Derrick was doing his thing.
I don't know.
So he was MVP 2011.
I want to say Jimmy Butler came in Derrick Rose's second, third year.
That would be
So
like
he was-
2010.
Yeah, he was drafted in 2008. So
Okay, so then 8 years.
Yeah,
yeah, so
but I
like that.
mean, 8 years, 9. I think it's his ninth
So
season.
what? So
I think
then
this
he
is
has
his ninth season
maybe
right now.
5 more years?
I
Not to
don't-
limit
no,
him,
no.
not to limit a player.
No, I don't know. I don't know how long he has.
Yeah,
I don't.
because you don't-
Depends how he takes care of
I
himself.
just don't know. To me, like I think I was telling you guys, like the teams that are available or are in the running apparently are Miami and Houston, and each team brings with it its own idea of what motivates Jimmy. If it's Miami,
Yeah.
Miami isn't going to win at any point within the next few years.
Okay.
So him going into that team or into that organization with that knowledge means that Jimmy maybe doesn't really care about winning as much.
But you have to
Right?
remember, he also has a relationship with Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne's retiring
Not yet. If he goes,
this
I'm
year.
sure.
Dwayne Wade is
I
not.
bet you-
This year.
I bet you if Jimmy goes there, he'll stay.
Dude,
Oh,
for
this
what?
is-
His knees are fucked up. There's no
I don't
way
think
he's
He's still playing though.
There's but that's
He's
this
still
is
playing.
he's already said this is his last run.
Dude, if LeBron
He's already
did
made
that,
that
yes.
announcement.
He only had a 1-year contract with Miami.
He's already, he came into the season. He said, "This is my last season.
Yeah,
this
he
is
did.
my last dance."
I don't think it's out of the question for him to change his mind.
I don't think
Well,
Jimmy's
so
enough.
that's for anybody.
What's
Well,
Jimmy
right.
gonna do? Jimmy's already proven that it's already proven Jimmy's not gonna bring a team to a championship. And Dwayne Wade's old as fuck. He probably plays 60 games a year. I don't think he's gonna play a full 82.
He's not.
But he's not that old. He's like 34, 35.
But
He's
been
old
been
in
the game
basketball
for-
years,
exactly.
man.
He's like
Yeah, but a lot of
12.
people, the longevity of players lately has been much higher than that. Like,
Not
I don't
so
know,
much.
35
Not so
doesn't
much.
mean it's the end of the career.
That's not so true.
And if you can adapt your game, you're fine.
If anything, players lasted longer back. Than
All I'm saying is, I think if Jimmy goes there, he'll be more inclined to play another season.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't see him being a bigger draw to be like, I want to stay and see this out. Because like, what's really gonna happen from that?
I mean, not necessarily anything, but like,
it's
it's the same as
it's
anything
just
else.
prolonging the
If,
inevitable.
like,
It's the same
if,
as
like,
anything else.
LeBron brought somebody from the Lakers back to with
No,
Dwayne.
this
then
is-
maybe.
This
is his last season, man.
It's
I
like
really-
anything else, though. It's something that's hard to let go. You know,
There has to
like,
be something bigger.
But you gotta let go. You
Not
have to.
necessarily.
You
Not
have to.
You
just
got a
Jimmy.
41-year-old fucking Dirk Nowitzki playing the game right now. It doesn't matter. You look at these players, and you're like, I can do this.
But Dirk isn't.
He is a different player.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's
You
so
gotta adapt your
consistent.
game. But
He's
I mean,
been the same player for like 15
Dwayne
years.
Wade's still consistent.
He's been injured though.
You have to take into
Dirk
consideration knees, man.
Dirk is
And
solid.
Dwayne Wade got that surgery
Yeah,
on his
that cartilage.
meniscus where he removed it.
yeah, he has cartilage left.
No, he doesn't have cardio.
No,
Oh, no. Oh,
He
you're
removed
right.
the cartilage between the knees.
Excuse me.
So when you do that, it
No, I know.
takes away the pain, but it takes away from the longevity of your career.
Right.
So Dwayne Wade actually went on record telling somebody that he wouldn't have done that. I think if he can go back or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which means
There's
that there's adverse effects from it. So I think that you got to take that into account. LeBron James isn't old, but LeBron James has been playing basketball in the NBA since 17 years old.
I really think that if
Kobe
Jimmy
retired
moves-
at what, 38?
I'm not sure.
I think it was 40.
No, it wasn't 40 years old.
He played what, 19 seasons?
He came in 96 or 95. He was 17 years old. So he's like 36, 37 years old. Maybe 38 at the most.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think if Jimmy moves from Minnesota this year, I honestly only see him being able to go to Miami. I don't think that fucking Houston has.
Well, then he's not going to Miami to win.
I don't, unless Houston's like, yo, we're gonna trade Carmelo, but I haven't seen the way their season's gone so
I
far.
was stuck in that.
I don't see them paying Jimmy what he wants there.
Look,
Jimmy's
that's
an
what
arrogant
I'm saying.
player,
That's what I was getting
you know?
to. If he goes to Houston, that's because he wants to win.
There was hard enough. So just give him up like that with people.
Yeah, I don't.
No, if he goes to Houston, he wants to win, but I don't think that Houston, like you said, is set up for him to be able to come there and play a role he's going to want to play because he wants to be the man.
Right.
You're not the man where James Harden and Chris Paul are at.
Yeah.
You're third, which is where you need to be anyway
Third
to
is
win.
best.
Yeah, I
But
think
that's
he's
where
staying
you
in
need
the
to be for a team to be able to benefit from a Jimmy Butler.
You're right.
I
A
think
third
he's,
spot.
I think he's staying in the East.
I
I
think
mean,
he has to.
Most of the teams that have cap space left are
I
in
don't
the
see
East.
Jimmy Butler in the West.
Yeah. I can see him go to Utah.
Like
Utah's not
I
even
only
mentioned.
see him. I only see him
But
in Houston. In the
Utah,
West.
Utah is a competitor right now, though. They're
Agreed,
paying their asses off.
but nobody
I can
has
see him going
mentioned
there.
a trade with Utah. There hasn't been
There's
anything.
no one to give up.
No. I think Jimmy's like
He's
I
a
think
team where
Jimmy,
he can provide a helping hand.
Jimmy's going to probably go to Miami,
It's like a
and Jimmy is
checkmate.
probably going knowing he's not going
It's
to win.
almost
a
like he
championship.
checkmated himself.
Yeah.
He just has nowhere to go. He needs to just stay for like a year or two and just wait till some shit blows up.
Agreed, but he's
Like
not going
two
to.
players go to one
So
team,
he's-
he's just like, I can go to that team.
He's going to Miami because the weather's dope. Women are beautiful. He's a guy that likes attention. He's charismatic, and he's gotten to a point where his ego has gotten bigger than his desire to maybe. He's great. He's a dope player. He could turn it on in a second. But it feels like this right now, based on his decision, will tell us whether or not his ego has gotten bigger than his desire to win the game.
If he does leave, he's gonna be mad salty when your boy Derrick Rose comes in there and he's like, "Yo, I can play again." By the way,
I mean, my man
50
just dropped
piece.
50.
my man dropped 50. Shout out to Derrick, man. Yo,
It's obvious
nice to see you balling
It's
again,
100% like he's not gonna drop 50 like every. You know what I mean? Like
No. I mean,
but it's a significant thing showing that
he's still got
he
it.
trusted
all it was.
he trusted his body enough to let it do that. Like
Yeah.
his
Yo.
floater was dropping like it had
You
that
see
had
how
been
efficient
dropping
his game was?
He killed it.
60-some%.
He was 19 and 31.
He won the game.
Yo,
block at the
With that
end.
block, yeah.
man, that block too. Fuck
Vintage Derrick.
Yeah.
It was.
Yo,
He's
man,
done something exactly like that in that
Like,
corner.
I felt like I was watching Bulls, man. It was
I
weird.
love seeing Derrick ball like
I
this.
do.
Yeah.
I know Sarah's a bit of a hater and she doesn't really care too much for Derrick Rose.
really?
I think he's all hype.
Oh boy. All right, well, let's just not get into that
man,
conversation.
we
Let's
can't.
talk about
That's another half hour.
We're celebrating Derrick right
No,
now.
yeah.
You know.
Carry on.
which is what bugs me. So okay, I sent that text. I sent the text to the group chat. I sent the text to the group chat. I had put out. I was watching YouTube yesterday, and I was trying to find reporters and people covering it, just because I wanted to hear about it. And Rachel Nichols had said, you know, she covers the headline or the caption said talks about the narrative that Derrick has overcome, you know, a lot. And like she's like, oh yeah, Derrick is. They were like the narrative he's overcome a lot. She's like, but has he? And I was like, okay, where's she going with this? Now remember he was in that allegations a couple years ago, right? But like nothing ever came of it, right? People say yes, some of it was troubling, but like nothing was found to be on Derrick's end.
Right.
So why does she have
And
to bring it up?
He cooperated.
So why did she have to bring it up?
Exactly.
I'm fully in favor of the Me Too.
think-
All this is all great, but what the fuck does that have to do with that night? Like what was in your what
I
did
think she was looking for something to talk about.
she was looking
And
for
stumbled
clickbait.
upon something.
She's looking for clickbait.
I feel
Like it was 100% unnecessary to me.
I think so.
What was the point of that? Like, yes, Derrick has overcome a lot,
maybe-
bitch. She's probably overcome much more than
Maybe
you
she would
have.
have took that back, knowing I
Man,
think
fuck her. Fuck Rachel Nichols.
Yo,
dude.
I don't think
like that's
anybody-
bullshit. You're gonna drag his like
I agree.
the situation's over with. Like you can't keep bringing shit up after it's done, right? For your fucking benefit to get people to watch your stupid show.
Okay.
I'm not saying like that when it's valid. What was the
so
point of her bringing it up?
You brought up the Me Too.
Yeah, and I'm fully in favor of it. But what does that got to do with Derrick Rose
But
50-point
you can't
game?
shut all of that out then. Like,
But
there's
what?
no-
But shut what out? It was in public. It was already done in public. Derek cooperated, like you said. Nothing was found. What does that night? What does that night 2 nights ago have to do with 3 years ago?
So my
why does she
opinion
have to
is
correlate the two?
It's just relevant now. That's why she brought it up. Maybe.
No, it's not relevant.
Well, because of what you just said.
It's not relevant. It's bullshit. It's dragging a name
Totally.
that doesn't need to be dragged.
Yes.
What
You're
she
right.
set it up.
You're right.
Derek, this and that. But has he really overcome a lot? He's probably come over a lot.
like, why go-
Inglewood is more than you ever seen, bitch.
So like, why go there? Right. Like,
I'm just, it pissed me off because I'm like, yo, this is a big night. Like, it had, if Derek was guilty, they found him guilty. Yes, always. Why not? Derek was this.
totally agree.
That's attached to his name, but
She
no,
should not have
he
went
was
there.
not found to be
Right.
guilty. So you can't keep bringing that shit up.
Right.
I fucking find that pissed
Yeah.
me off. I fucking like.
Yo, I'm pretty
Yo,
sure.
fuck her and her show. Like,
Derek-
I'll never watch that shit.
Derek
That's
is easily
bullshit. That's
probably-
just clickbait. Go to Fox News.
I get you.
Derrick Rose probably easily overcome more than any other NBA players ever gone through.
No, not every. There's a lot of them, but he's overcome a lot.
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean like in the
In terms
game
of-
or
in terms
outside
of
of it?
what?
I'm talking about.
I'm talking about in the game.
Oh,
and
I'm
in
saying
general.
in life. In
I
life
mean,
in general.
Well, I
like,
mean, yeah, he had that shit to deal with, and it's just harder now. I'm sure a lot of people probably had situations like that that it wasn't
But oh yeah,
covered
he's
much
probably
in
had.
the media.
Grant Hill probably was probably next on my list on what ifs.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, okay, so
But so
had his
Derek
MVP
won.
season.
Huh?
Tore point.
That's another good conversation.
But so so he won his MVP. Then next season he tore his ACL, and then he came back after it was lockout season, and then he came back, and then he fucking tore his meniscus, and then he tore his ACL again, right? And so just all the fighting and all the hard
12
work and
games,
effort that he had
12
to do
games into the
to get back.
first one.
And this is the first time he ever dropped 50.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So like the perseverance and like the determination in him is
Oh man,
is
you
unique, man.
had the like you
That's
see
why you gotta
it
respect him.
instantly like
because of that.
that's why I just don't understand the point in like
It's almost like the minute that the buzzer went off to end the game, he was just tears.
instantly it was
But as
big.
soon as
for
everybody
him.
came in, like,
Am I
give
off
him a
base?
hug and, you know.
Am I off base in that?
About mentioning like the Me Too.
Yeah.
She brought it up. No, I think if they was like found guilty, then yes, bring it up. If he's not and it's already done, like it's kind of just like picking at an old wound.
It's
like,
more slant. It's
let
like
him live
yeah.
his life now because he's proved that it wasn't guilty, or like he wasn't guilty. So like carry on,
And that's what I felt
close
like.
that book.
And like you said, if he's rightfully guilty, I don't mind you dragging his name. Like he
Yeah.
deserves to be. You know, no matter how great that night was, but at the same time, he wasn't found guilty. He cooperated. Everything after that, you didn't hear any. This is the first I heard about it since I heard about it.
Yeah.
How is that possible that the first time I hear about it again is the night that he scores 50 points?
Yeah.
Coincidentally, because she needs clicks. What is
Like,
that?
you're not gonna get enough clicks
Fuck
based
out
on
of
the
here with
story?
that shit.
Oh.
And she had this dumb smile on her face as she said it,
Yeah.
which made it even worse to me. It's just like, I don't understand why that was the case. Like, why did you have to bring that up? You could have taken a whole bunch of different angles. You could have said Derek hasn't overcome a lot and said something else outside of that.
I agree, but I give you the reverse of that end of that and talk about the positives that came from that night because there's a few.
And I don't mean to like
No,
dwell on that.
for sure.
That's
There's
just one of those
a
things I
few-
saw. Like, what the fuck?
There's a few
It's
big name
unnecessary.
players who sent out tweets congratulating Derek.
That was great
So I
to
have a
see.
few of them. Kobe Bryant, he said, "It's about damn time the real Derrick Rose stood up. Love seeing you back, my brother."
I didn't see that one. That's dope.
And then there's
Because he remember what he said. Like, there was a point where Derek, that MVP season, where he was like, "You guys got something big here." Like,
oh yeah.
man.
They were like, "Oh, next year's your year. Like you should have beat us, whatever." Like that. And then so
Yeah,
LeBron put something out.
Yeah,
said,
man.
said, "So extremely happy and proud of you, bro. I've seen it firsthand how much you worked and dedicated your body, craft, mind, etc., just to play one game at a time. Perseverance as a mother, and this is the absolute perfect definition of it. Salute, bro." It was LeBron. So that.
It's amazing.
And then Steph Curry said, "This is so dope, man. I can't imagine the down days, weeks, months, and years he went through. 50 balls. So much respect, bro." So it's just nice to see, like, you know, Derek, he works hard, man. He deserves it.
Dude,
So,
the craziest thing is that when Derek is spoken about outside of NBA players, right? Fans are super like, there's a lot of hate There's a lot of
There are a lot of
like
Sarah,
even
people.
even yeah, but like even when you drop 50 points, they're like, oh, next game, like yo.
Like, oh,
Just
Russell
like
Westbrook
that, why-
getting dropped 50 points, 10
My man, chill out for a second. We in the next game. Talk about the achievement that just happened.
And not only that, look,
Appreciate that shit.
Not
Maybe
only
it
look-
doesn't happen next week. It may not happen again, but appreciate that the man 50 points after 3 fucking knee
not only do
surgeries.
you look at the 50 points, but you look at the efficient way he scored those 50
Oh.
points. You look at the fact that the team he played wasn't a punk, you know, and like at the end, he won the game with a defensive play on top of that. You know? So, like,
Talk about the fact that he went at Gobert the whole game.
yeah.
The whole
took it
dude, there was
straight to the
nothing.
hole every time.
The biggest man, like dude, he's like, nah, fuck that.
You're
Yeah.
right.
And his 3-point percentage was good that game. He was,
His shots
was
looking nicer.
efficient.
There's more of an arch.
yeah. And he said that too. There was some other interview I was looking at.
Where
And he
he
was talking about-
material shot is that one where he was talking about that?
There was one of them, but there was he was talking about, okay, so his goal for this year, coming off the bench for like one of the first official seasons, you know, of his career, and he has goals to be a 6th man, and he's like, you know, one thing I learned through my whole injury experience was like, you gotta adapt your body, and he's like, now, you know, going to the rim every fucking play, like doing these out of control athletic plays. He's like, the reason why he hurt himself the first time, he did a Euro step that he didn't need to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, so now, like, you gotta analyze the situation better, you gotta be more patient, you gotta take the clean shots, like, don't take any unnecessary movements for no
Yeah.
reason. And so it seems like his headspace is really good, and he understands kind of what he has to do in order to remain effective in the league.
He's
you know?
achieved the point I from what it seems where the game has slowed down for him, and being on the sideline for so long, evaluating the game, learning more about the game, learning more about rehabilitation, learning all these things are gonna help his latter years. You know, he's gonna be able maybe to be as athletic as he is right now for maybe a couple more years longer because of obviously the knee injuries and the years that he didn't play. But what Derrick brings is a little bit intangible as well. Like in that locker room, he's the vet.
Well,
He's
that's-
not only the vet, he's the motherfucking youngest MVP
I was gonna say,
ever
the
in the
funny
league.
thing about Derrick is he's 30 years old now, right? And you look at him, you're like, okay, like he's a vet in the game now. He's been in around for 10 seasons. When he first came into the league, he was already like a rookie vet. Like,
Yeah, he played.
He-
and
there he didn't
acted
really
like
have-
that.
yeah, I mean, he had what Kirk Heinrich glue all day when he came in. So that was the leadership he had, but he didn't
Right.
have leadership.
Yeah,
You know, he was
Ben Gordon was here, I think. You know, but no, he got the thing about Derrick is he got like a cold killer in his ass. Like that.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
Well, yeah. I'll keep my mind.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up fast in the league. You know, he went from just being like a young kid fresh out of Memphis to being, you know, he had to take over the team pretty much right away when he started.
Derrick's killer instinct is dope.
Yeah.
Like he wants to do what MJ did. Like there are not many players I can say that you knew they wanted to just like they wanted to fucking
wanna
rip your
win.
heart out. That's it. They want to win.
Yeah.
Right. You had the MJs. Right. You have fucking Kobe,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta put Derrick's killer instinct.
I would put
in
Derrick
the
before I
beginning.
put LeBron in there.
Oh yeah. At least even now, like you know he wants to,
Mhm.
and when he can, I think he will. But I'm saying like if you're talking about Derrick right before the injury in that year or those couple years, he wanted to do exactly what Kobe and MJ wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want this ball. I'm gonna shove it down your throat, and if I can, I'm gonna block that shit. I'm gonna steal it. Whatever I gotta do on the court to help the team win. And that to me is something that you cannot like just overlook.
Well, when he came in too, he was a 1-2. He had to be because he didn't have a good shooting guard to rely on.
Yeah.
And now he's like, this year I'm strictly shooting guard, not running offense. So he's like, it's a different kind of game for me now. Like I don't have to orchestrate.
Play
I don't
off
have to,
the
like,
ball.
Yeah, you know. So and it's funny. I forgot who he was with. This was right around the bench mob era where they threw somebody else in there.
Bench mob.
They threw somebody else in, and he was like, he would run a 2 after that. And so I forgot who
C.J. Watson.
Was it C.J. Watson?
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
throw C.J.
I mean-
Watson in, and they'd allow him to be run the 2.
So to give credence to your killer instinct thing, he wants to score. He's a scorer. He's a natural scorer, Derrick. You know, and he worked on that fucking acrobatic in the lane finishes. That's how he practices. So
Yeah.
it's scoring is a big part of his game, and I think he scores better than he distributes. But
Yeah, but even then, even that like has gotten better. His distribution is a lot better than it used to be. I think. I mean, just his efficiency in all is just. You gotta be. I don't understand how he's so overlooked in the league. It really bugs me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, listen, you got the youngest MVP in the league, so he made a big impression early on. And I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of young kids who are watching the game now, a lot of young kids who are playing, but you gotta respect that. I mean, he's still an active player. You see what he can do. You watch his highlights, and you're like, oh shit, like Derrick was the truth, you know. And then you hear the story. Like, they need to do a 30 for 30 on this.
Oh, that's
There's going to be a documentary.
Oh yeah.
There's a documentary I think coming in February, if I'm not mistaken, and it's going to be talking about the Derrick Rose thing and watching his career over the last decade. And
That's going to be dope, man.
Yeah,
because I'm just like I'm interested in a lot of MJ shit. Like I like to watch a lot of Michael Jordan stuff.
Yeah.
When I see Derrick, like, man, just watching how he like was received by his teammates and like it just was really dope. It just everybody embraced him, the league embraced it, and that's what I was getting at. Outside of the league, fans are very fickle. They hate, but the players, and that just showing you, the tweets you're showing. Everybody seems to really understand
the community,
the person that he is. Like Isaiah Thomas, the young dude. He said during Cleveland days, him and Derrick would fly together. He was like, he's probably one of the coolest dudes I ever got the pleasure to know. Yeah. And like, you can already tell that, like, man, he's a Chicago kid for sure.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, it's nice to see him persevere, man. So,
agreed. Shout out Derrick Rose, man.
Shout out to the Timberwolves organization for
no lie, man. Yeah, no shit. It's crazy. I root for him, so in turn, I kind of root for that team. Even though I am a diehard Bulls fan, it's just, sometimes, the player means a little bit more in my eyes just once in a while.
Absolutely. And, I like that whole team for the most part. The way that the front office gave Tibbs, like, full reign. They got Lou Aldane, Taj Gibson, like, all the people who I watched in that 2011 season where he won the MVP, man, all those people are there. Besides Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
I think eventually
but
maybe the Bulls.
Training, though.
Yeah, he's training hard. I've seen some.
He's in Hawaii.
I've seen some.
He be chilling too, man.
He was in Jamaica for like a minute with a blonde beard. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I feel like he was in Jamaica for like a year.
Yeah, it seemed like he didn't go. Like he didn't go to have to be in New York because they didn't want him at the bench.
Right.
So he's like, all right, I'm out. I've seen some rumblings of him possibly going back to the Bulls. I don't want him to come back to the Bulls.
I don't.
I don't think the organization is appreciative.
I feel like he deserves better than that.
I don't mind.
Exactly. The organization isn't appreciative.
No. This is true. But a lot of people don't really appreciate Joe, man. Yeah. Joe's been hated a lot.
Any of those players should come back to Chicago.
Joe's been hated a lot since he's been in the league.
It is. And he's called for some of that himself, but at the same time, he needs to be appreciated for like his ability to pass, his ability to run the point as a fucking center.
His ability to uplift his team, dude. He was a heart and soul.
Oh, he was the motor.
Yeah.
When he gets going, the whole fucking team gets going, and that was the thing. Like he'd be running up the court with his hands up like this. Taking fucking gigantic steps. The fucking giraffe.
Carlos Boozer fan.
Oh, hell no.
I feel like those two together just brought a lot of... They brought a lot of...
Yeah, well, fuck Carlos Boozer.
Yeah. Let's not talk about Carlos Boozer.
Yeah.
But like them as a duo, though, they brought a lot of intensity.
Yeah,
but he
Boozer was on,
but he didn't play defense.
His shot was like this, so you could just smack it out of the back of his hand.
Yeah, his shot scared the shit out of me.
That man was clutch.
His shot scared the shit out of me. All right.
Anyway, one other thing as far as the NBA goes,
I'll always argue that, man. Carlos Boozer was an asset, not a liability.
I will never.
We will argue that next week then.
Yes, because I will always argue against you on that point. I don't believe he was.
Come with bullet points. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Because all I'm gonna do is point to the picture of that with the hair.
I get that.
Yeah. Yeah. Be ready for that argument because fuck the Carlos Boozer. Anyways, there was something I saw and it was like Kevin Durant's talking about. There's a good chance he goes to the Knicks next year. He said, "I'm chasing the money now." He got his rings. He was like, "I'm chasing the money."
I didn't hear all that.
I saw some little post about it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So KD's like, "Yo, I'm high demand for any team," and somebody's gonna pay me pretty much.
Wow.
And New York, I think, is looking to pay him.
Holy shit.
Hey, New York already started scouting them. They put billboards up in the city.
Yo, that's
I
crazy.
saw that actually.
What the fuck is that gonna do?
It's not
He's
gonna
not
do-
driving through New York
That's what I'm
City.
That's 100% true. I never understood that either.
Oh, boy.
Come to our town.
Like maybe
Even though
if
you'll
his,
never see the sign.
Maybe if his agent and manager are based in that city, but I don't think
You know what? It's New York, so I'm sure
there
he's
should be any
there.
reason why you're doing that outside of that.
I want to look. I'm gonna look a little deeper into that. I'd like to talk about that more next Friday. I think that's.
It's interesting. I mean, you know what? I don't blame him.
He's got his championships. What, he's got 2 now?
2 championships, 2 MVPs.
Yeah, I think at this
yeah.
point,
Get that money now.
look, if you want to chase the money, that's fine. I don't mind it. Just be outright with it.
Exactly.
And he was. That was the most straightforward I've seen. And I don't think it was a
all I
burner
ask.
account.
Be
That's a good
truthful, and I'm cool with it.
I don't think it was a burner account. I think it was pure Kevin Durant.
Hey, he's always on it. Dude, Kevin Durant is very
He's a
active on
social
social
media
media.
whore. Yeah.
Yeah, he always responds.
Absolutely. But yeah, so I mean, as far as topics outside of shoe wear, that's all we have today.
Finito?
Yeah, which is great. You know, let's fucking wrap this up because
Hell yes.
uh,
Kind of long.
we're looking at around 10:30 on Friday night.
That's
So you know, that's a good time to
That Derrick
start
Rose
wrapping
derby.
things
Yeah.
up. So let's start with you. What you got on?
Honestly, I just had to double back real quick. Once in a while, you got to. I just felt like wearing these. Dave isn't paying attention because, well, Dave's usually not part of this conversation.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, you know, because I don't have the extensive collection.
we're just talking shit.
as you guys do.
I can't talk my shit.
Go ahead and talk shit, please.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, because I do appreciate the shoes.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you appreciating me and my shoes.
I appreciate you appreciate.
All right, enough appreciation, people. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, you know,
So,
matter of fact, just to cut all this appreciation out, opposite shout out to Glenn.
yeah, I'm shout out to Glenn just because. But
I'll shout out to Glenn too.
so if you don't like start,
I never initiated. I had to
Are
initiate.
you ever gonna dip deeper into your collection?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig deeper. I just felt like wearing these today. I didn't feel like going to man. Look, I'll bring them on one of
18 episodes, and let me just say, I'm the only one who has 18 different pairs of shoes on at a time.
I did say eventually you were gonna start taking over.
I didn't take over. I took over fucking.
Whatever, man. These are Royals. Kiss my ass. What you got on your feet?
All right. These are some more up tempos. You know, as I've expressed before, one of my favorite shoes. I know David doesn't like them.
Oh man,
I don't like
hate
them
those
either.
shoes.
They're huge.
Yo, listen, black and white. I think the last ones I had the black on black, and then the white with the red lettering. Those are really dope. But these are the classic, more up tempos. You know, simple colorway. I enjoy them greatly.
Hey,
They're
I'm a
very
fan of
comfortable.
the shoe, but I'm a fan of the '90s nostalgia shoes anyway. So
And they were all bulky.
yeah,
Jordans were the only ones that had more, and you had a designer in Tinker Hatfield that changed that. So,
exactly.
but for the most part, they were all big and bulky. So
Agreed.
yeah. Have you talked about these before?
This man.
These are my boots. These are my boots.
He gave me the up and down and shit. Like,
These are my
What you
boots.
got?
I wear these.
yes, I have announced these before.
I wear these on the ground.
And these are beautiful. And I love them.
No, they're a nice
I
pair
like
of boots. 100%.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
They were called rugged outbacks.
Huh?
So they were called rugged outbacks.
This man. No, they were not. Hold on, let me just. It's Johnson and Johnson. I'm pretty sure.
Johnson and Johnson.
The people that make baby powder?
You know what? I forgot what it was.
It's Johnson and
That says
Johnson.
Johnson.
Johnson and Murphy.
Oh,
Johnson and Murphy.
well, from now
Oh,
on,
that's not Johnson
from
and
now
Johnson.
on, it's Johnson and Johnson.
It might have
You got the Johnson and Johnsons on.
For real.
it might have made your feet real
Because
soft.
they clean as hell.
You know, it smelled like fucking.
And
baby
they smell
powder.
beautiful. Should true.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
leather.
can take these off right now, and it's just beautiful.
You just fucking stuff your face in there and
You
smell
could
it.
though, because the inside is all mink.
What are we talking about?
Mink.
I wouldn't recommend them.
Smelling the shoes now?
Smelling
Oh,
the
you
shoes.
don't, I mean, if that's not your thing, though.
No, I do smell shoes, just new ones. I wouldn't advise you to smell the shoes that I wear to work.
Well, no.
Or the
Anybody
boots
tries to
that I
smell
wear
these
at
things.
work.
I work at a fish market, so you do not want to smell it.
Yeah,
Anybody try to
I
smell
work with
any of y'all funky ass?
He's listen, I work with that shit.
No, I work with shit.
No, with
With actual.
Got it.
poop.
Let's close this thing out.
All right, so yeah,
Yeah.
Johnson.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Johnson Murphy, Sarah got some brown knee
Johnson
highs.
and Johnson's.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
wow. Oh, okay, damn.
Yeah, you ain't even gotta see them.
No
But
doubt.
all right, people.
Because you can't see that. They're like, it's tall.
Thank you all, 80 of you, and whoever else might want to join in and just take a look, for stopping by, watching us, and sharing episode 18 with us. We appreciate it. So shout out to all y'all. Anybody else who is new who would like to join, membership is free. You know what I'm saying? We don't charge y'all unless y'all wanna. So again, thanks everybody.
Follow us on social media.
Follow us on
at
social
Kiona and
media.
Kasson Podcast. All the links are in that description.
I don't think
Instagram.
it's at Kiona and Kasson Podcast.
Instagram.
One of those things.
Twitter.
No.
YouTube.
Well, on IG at least.
Yeah,
On IG.
which you gotta specify.
Which is where
there's
we're
like
more at.
25 platforms.
We're more active on IG, I think, in terms of
I think
posting
so.
pictures and
Yeah.
things. Either way.
Kiona and Kasson Podcast on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, and you can follow us individually, of course. Osama is O_Kawash on Instagram. I am A Kawash, and of course you got David over here with Beats and Brews 312,
Sure.
all on Instagram. So make sure you do that, like, subscribe, share, and thank y'all for tuning in.
Peace.
Thank you.
Bye.